In the western sky, and just a little bit of a breeze blowing here. It's just a beautiful night for some football, and I'm ready to see what these boys can do. As we go out, we see a lot of young guys, anywhere from 9th grade all the way up through 12th grade on our return team and all of our special teams. So, yeah, he's utilizing everybody he can, young, old, or say old. Heck, 18 years old ain't old anymore. I just turned 44, and I sure feel it now. But I tell you, it's just interesting to watch Tommy Nestor take, his resources he has and implement them as best as he can. The Benton Academy is going to be kicking from left to right as you look at your radio dial, and the Colonels are going to be going from right to left as you look at your radio dial. Let's see, number 20, Evan Michael Williams, 11th grader from Benton Academy, is going to be teeing up to kick it off, and we're going to have Abel Williamson and looks like Graham Howard back there returning the kicks. And they're ready to go. They're bouncing around. Kick is up. It's going to be fielded around the 18-yard line. Abel Williams is going to put two hands on the ball, and he's going to find a hole around the right-hand side, and he's going to be brought down at the 25-yard line by number 6, Parker Nelson from Benton Academy. And that's where the Colonels are going to start, at the 25-yard line with a 1st and 10 with 11:55 to go in the game, or in the first quarter, pardon me. We are ready to get started here. They're going to push him back to about the 23-yard line. Ain't too much farther to go, but either way, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Colonels. As Lawson's opponent, number 1, is going to bring his troops to the line. E.J. Hall to the left. Looks like, let's see, who's got Bryson Stevens to the right. He's going to be in the shotgun formation, hand it off to Abel Williamson. He's going to get about 3 yards on the play, so it's going to be about a 2nd and 7 from the 26-yard line as the Colonels are moving forward. Looks like they were trying to establish the run here in hopes that they can open up the passing game a little bit too. When I talked to Lofton a little bit, he said, hey, we're a little bigger than them. When you're bigger than somebody, you always try to impose your will on them. So hopefully we can do that tonight. The opponent's going to be under center. Stevens in motion. Hall out to the left with I formation. Looks like they're going to pull off to the left-hand side. And number 2's in the backfield to meet Abel Williamson for about a 2-yard loss. He was trying to follow his guard as they pulled the guard over to the left-hand side, but unfortunately the defensive end there just slipped by and got Abel Williamson before he could get any traction up the field. So it's going to be a 3rd and 9 with 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We're going to bring Stevens out and Graham Howard in as the pony is going to lead his troops to the line here. Calling play, breaking the huddle, and there they go. We're going to have Abel Williamson to his left. Looks like Perk to the right. And then shotgun formation, his opponent's back pass. He looks up, he throws it. He's in the flats to Howard. Howard's right there for the first down. Let's see where he gives him, and he's going to be a yard short. So at the 32-yard line, we're facing a 4th and 1, and we're going to see what the Colonels are going to do on this one. It begs the question: do you try to get that 1 yard, or do you go and flip the field with the punt here? It looks like Coach Nestor is going to opt for the punt here as he brings the punt team out. Benton Academy going to have number 14, Colin Washington, a 10th grader in the backfield, receive the punt, and Bryce Abel's an 11th grader back there to try to return this punt. And Abel Williamson is going to do our kicking duties for us with Perk. Looks like he's the main blocker there, trying to keep him out of there. He's going to kick it sky high up in the air, and it's going to fall. Let's see what kind of bounce it takes. It's going to take a Colonel bounce to about the 47-yard line. And with that, we're going to take a break as we switch it over. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Car buying is different now than ever before. But one thing that will never change is our commitment to excellent service at Canton Motors of Mississippi. As the largest family-owned dealer in Mississippi, we're proud to serve you for all your automotive needs. Whether you're buying a new Chevrolet Silverado or a certified pre-owned vehicle, we got you back. Come see us at Canton Chevrolet of Greenwood today. And remember, when the smoke clears, nobody beats a Canton deal. Nobody. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Hey, this is Chris McLean with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our second generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
We're back at Legion Field. Benton Academy starts off with a little bit of a confusion, and they start with a false start, so they're going to book him back 5 yards. So about the 46-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 15. Quarterback's going to take the snap. He's going to be met in the backfield, but he slips away. Looks like he's trying to throw it to a receiver out there, but he just couldn't get him. Man, they had him in the backfield for about a 7-yard loss, but unfortunately he got a little slippery. He slipped out to the right-hand side. I believe he was looking to just throw it away. And two plays looking confused in the backfield. The receiver was going into motion, and he got confused and stopped and started back on the line. And, of course, that was a false start. And then the quarterback takes the snap back and looks to hand off to his right, and the running back is off to the left. So a good start for the Colonels here on defense. If we could have got him in that backfield, been a little bit more difficult. But here we're facing a 2nd and 15 from the 42-yard line. He's going to take the snap back. Oh, he's met in the backfield. The running back is by Weston Farmer, but it was an incomplete pass. And man, that was just a good play on defense. They're reading, they're ready, and you can tell these Colonels are hyped up for this ball game. They are just excited to be out there, and they're looking really sharp right now on defense. I tell you, it's nice to see these Colonels getting up and ready to play and getting in the face of these Benton Academy, this Benton Academy offense. Tommy Nestor must have known what he was doing, and he said, let's see what they got on offense. Let's let our defense get us some more field position, and that looks like what they're possibly doing with a 3rd and 15. Shotgun formation, quarterback's just going to throw a fade route. And, of course, E.J. Hall is there with number 14. Oh, he slips behind. Number 14 slipped behind E.J. Hall, caught the pass, and runs it in for a touchdown. That went right through E.J.'s hands and right into number 14, Colin Washington's hands. And that was just a tough play there. E.J. had it all the way. He went up. He tried to catch it at the top of his jump, and unfortunately just slipped right through his hands. And Colin Washington was just sitting right there waiting on it to fall into his lap. And after that, it was off to the races for him, and he just goes in for 6. So with 9:21, we're waiting the kick from Benton Academy, and to see what the score is going to be after this extra point. The kick is down, or snap is back. The kick is up, and it is no good. So it's going to be 6-0 Benton with 9:21 left in the first. We're going to take a 1-minute break. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Delta South Motors of Indianola. Located at 400 Highway 82, Delta South is your new home for quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. With affordable pricing and available financing, sales manager Tommy Cook invites everyone to visit him and the friendly staff at their new location in Indianola. Tommy, formerly of Cosman's, has over 15 years experience in sales and service of automobiles in the Mississippi and Arkansas Delta. Remember, Delta South Motors Indianola, your Delta dealer with the better deal.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Mississippi, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Andy Daniels at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save even more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Andy Daniels is ready to help you save in Indianola. Call Andy today at 662-887-1578. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Coach Tommy Nestor here for South Sunflower County Hospital. In the Nestor household, we know a thing or two about championships. And just like the therapy team at South Sunflower County Hospital, we know that championship healthcare is always in season. South Sunflower County Hospital provides preseason training, game day coverage, in-season evaluation, injury management, and postseason recovery, which allows you to stay in the game longer. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Are you looking for another choice for your prescription needs? Try any of your local Good Neighbor pharmacies and experience the difference your friends and neighbors are already enjoying. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations. City Drugstore, Hollandale, Cleveland Medical Arts, Cleveland, GMP Pharmacy, Belzona, Yazoo Drug Company, Yazoo City, Magic Mark Pharmacy, Indianola. Your Good Neighbor Pharmacy where you get same copay and better service. Experience the Good Neighbor difference. Bring your prescriptions in today. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations.
Hey Cooper, you know we've been talking about our PAP store, Robertson Floor Service, for a long time.
Olivia, you know there is a reason the people in the Delta shop with our PAPs.
You know it!
We carry all type of floor, carpet, ceramic, wood, tile, and vinyl plank. We also sand, refinish hardwood concrete, and brick floors.
For all your flooring needs, come see us at Robertson Floor Service.
And get a free Coke. And by the way, the estimates are free.
Robertson Floor Service Indianola, voted the best of the best for 2 years in a row.
For over 100 years, Planters Bank has been committed to offering full-service banking in Sunflower County. I'm Will McDowell, Vice President of Planters Bank in Indianola. From sponsoring a variety of community events to high school sports, we are proud supporters of all things Indianola. If you need a loan, checking account, or any other banking service, please visit us at either of our convenient locations in Indianola. Planters Bank, proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Planters Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, so we have some technical difficulties here, and Duck just went into the end zone for about a 60-yard scamper for a touchdown. It was an incredible play here. With 9 minutes to go, the Colonels have taken a 7-6 lead over the Benton Academy Raiders. Very exciting ball game we got here. We got 13 points scored in the last, 3 minutes. I've got Amelia Kate Gary. She happens to be my daughter, who's in the booth with me right now listening in. We're going to do a little halftime interview with her, so stay tuned for that. Benton Academy lines up at the 30-yard line, and the running back is met in the backfield by 61 Weston Farmer, and he's down for no gain. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Weston Farmer just jumped back there. He knew where he was going to be, and he just met that running back in the backfield and took him down. Weston's going to come off the field, and Fitzmanning is going to come in and take his place. We're going to see a lot of young guys cycle in there, as this game progresses. Just a very good, exciting football game we got going here now. We got 2 receivers left, 1 right, and the quarterback is going to hand off. Oh, he dropped the ball. Who's got it? Let's see. Did they get it back? They got it back. My goodness. Who was that sitting right there? It was Fitzmanning. Man, he was right there for the fumble recovery. And unfortunately, he was unable to grab it. The quarterback fell back on it, and it's going to be a 3rd and 12 from the 28-yard line. Man, he just met him in the backfield, and the ball was on the ground, and just couldn't come up with it for the Colonels. But here's another big last third down play we saw was E.J. Hall just happened to mistime his jump, and the receiver scored a touchdown. Let's see what we can do here. We got 2 receivers right, 1 left. The quarterback looks for the hitch route on the sidelines, and that's number 14, Colin Washington, just kind of scamper up to about the 34-yard line, still going to be about 5 yards short of first down, and he's met by the linebacking crew for the Indianola Academy Colonels. So it's going to be about a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, pardon me. Must have been a miss down there. Never mind. There's laundry on the field. It's going to be a holding call, and it's going to be declined. So they're going to move the ball back up to the 33-yard line, and it's going to be 4th down and 7. 4th down and 8 from the 33-yard line, and the Benton Academy Raiders are going to opt to punt here. And Abel Williamson, the man who just ran that 60-yard touchdown around the left edge, is awaiting the kick in the backfield. The snap goes back to the punter. He's going to field it, and he's going to kick, nearly block a couple of the Colonels back there, like number 12 And number 4, we're back there to try to block it. Bryce Hobbs and Bryson Stevens. The ball's going to take a roll for the Kirk Academy Raiders, and it's going to be down at the 20-yard line. And that's where the Colonels are going to start with 7:13 left in this first quarter. Got an 80-yard drive ahead of them. But I tell you, that one-play drive, that last drive was something to watch. Let's see if we can get another one of those. I'll take one-play drive all night long every time we touch the ball. I think we might win that ball game that way, don't you, Kate? Yes, you do. Anyway, the Colonels are going to get ready to set their offensive line up to the line. They're going to send 2 receivers left in Hall and Howard, and they're going to have an I formation in the backfield with Perk and Abel. Send Perk to the left, and they're going to do a sweep play to the left-hand side. Receivers out blocking, and Abel's going to make a spin move, going to get up to about the 22-yard line, gain of 2, going to bring up a 2nd and 8. As Lawson's opponent comes over to the sideline to meet with 18 seasoned veteran Tommy Nestor, head coach, to call in the next play and see what we're going to run. And Hagen Sheedy's going to come out on the field for Abel Williamson. Abel needs a breather, as he does a little bit of everything on the field. I think off the field he also fills up the water bottles. I believe he does so much around here. So we're going to see what the Colonels have on 2nd and 8 with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. The Pony under center, 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right. He's going to go flip, and he's going to throw a fade route up to number 2, A.J. Hall. And he's defended by number 14, and he just couldn't bring it down, couldn't haul it down. So hopefully we'll be able to have a play on hand for 3rd and 8 at the 22-yard line with 6:29 left to go. And we'll see what Tommy Nestor has up his sleeve here. And this is a tough place to be, 3rd and 8. A lot of people are going to be expecting to throw, but you got a good running back crew that can get that first down as well. So let's see what he's got. The play called here is going to be trips left, 1 receiver in the backfield, shotgun formation as a Pony. He's going to go back to pass. He's going to look up, and he's going to throw the little route to number 21, Walker Perkins, who slips out of the backfield, and he's going to get up to the 32-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for the Colonels. What a play call as the fullback just slipped into the flats there, and he was led down the field by his blocking crew of receivers. That trips left was picking up blocks left and right, and they were able to get him enough room to get that first down. One of the Raiders' helmets came off, so he's going to have to come off the field for a play. So that was a big first down for the Colonels as they're looking to move the ball down the field and try to build upon this 1-point lead. Looks like there's going to be a timeout in the field, and we're going to take it with them. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Hi, I'm Bailey at Bill's Body Shop in Ruleville, and we want to fix your car. We're a family-owned business that has long served the Delta with quality vehicle repairs. My grandfather started this business in 1972 with quality being his top priority. My dad has followed his lead for more than 20 years, proving to be committed to superior work. As a third generation, we are continuing the tradition of exceptional bodywork and excellent customer service. Give us a call today at 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
And we're back at Legion Field. Colonel's just off a fantastic play to get that first down, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line with 6:08 to go. Colonel's leading 7-6. Ball on the 31-yard line, and they're looking at building upon that lead. The opponent's going to go under center with trips left and just hand off to Perkins up the middle of the fullback, and he's being pushed, just running backwards, getting yards, and he's going to pick up about 8 on the play. And he's going to get up to about the 39-yard line. I believe they're going to mark him, which is going to bring up a 2nd and 2, which is a very manageable down. A lot of times this is where you want to throw the ball. This is where you want to test and see if you can run a deep play, because that 3rd and 2 is a lot more manageable. But let's see what Tommy Nestor calls here. We're going to send Gage Berry out to the right, trip receivers to the left, Walker Perkins back off to the Pony's left, and he's going to throw a little hitch route out to E.J. Hall, who's going to run up the field. He's going to get a first down. He's going to get to the 48-yard line, and that's going to be another Colonel first down at the 48-yard line. A good drive right here, just methodical, getting down the field, trying to get trying to build upon that 1-point lead and see just how far you can get it. And the refs are going to call timeout here. Looks like they're going to possibly take a little water break here. Again, we'll take it with them. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Playing defense doesn't have to be something you do with your bank. On the Community Bank team, our strategy is simple. We're here to cheer you on through every financial play call and every savings celebration. With over 100 years of knowledge and experience, our playbook knows when to run a blitz, call an audible, or throw a monetary Hail Mary. No matter what banking services you need, Community Bank is ready to coach you through it. Community Bank, committed to our community. Member FDIC.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. We are Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola, Mississippi. Call 887-2160.
All right, we're back here at Legion Field. Colonel's approaching midfield with a 1st and 10, and they're on 48-yard line. They're going to hand off the duck around the right-hand side, and Abel Williams is going to drive up to the 50 for a 2-yard gain. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8 with 5:22 left in the first quarter. Colonels are driving. They haven't had any negative plays thus far. It's been either no gain or a good gain, so that bodes well for the offense here. Let's see if they can build upon it. Lawson's opponent is going to bring his troops to the line. E.J. Hall is going to go to the left. Abel Williamson in the slot receiver side, onto the left-hand side. Walker Perkins in the backfield, and Graham Howard's going to come in motion from the right-hand side to left. He's going to bring up trips left, and then we're going to look left, throw it to E.J. Hall out in the flats, and he's going to make a man miss, and he's going to go down the sideline. He's gone to the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and he's in. The E.J. Hall is in for 6. Number 2 gets 6 on the board, and we're going to go up 13-6, waiting extra point with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left. Just caught it out there in the flats, made a man miss, and turned on the jets, and that man was gone for 6. It was an incredible run by E.J. Hall. I believe it was about a 52-yard play. Unbelievable, just out in the flats. I mean, he caught it. He ran 50 yards. Quarterback threw it too, and I tell you what, everybody gets good yardage on that. The kick is down. Oh, it's blocked by Benton Academy. So the score will remain 13-6 with 4:35 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a break. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Car buying is different now than ever before. But one thing that will never change is our commitment to excellent service at Canton Motors of Mississippi. As the largest family-owned dealer in Mississippi, we're proud to serve you for all your automotive needs. Whether you're buying a new Chevrolet Silverado or a certified pre-owned vehicle, we got you back. Come see us at Canton Chevrolet of Greenwood today. And remember, when the smoke clears, nobody beats a Canton deal. Nobody. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Guarantee Bank and Trust loves bringing you the latest and greatest in technology. Meet the interactive teller machine. It has all the functions of an ATM plus access to a Guarantee Bank teller through video chat. ITM live teller hours are currently 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays 9 a.m. till 12 noon. The ITM functions as an ATM outside the live teller hours. Get the Community Bank experience with Guarantee Bank and Trust. Even with continued growth and new technology, we're committed to our customers and our local communities. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, we're back here at Legion Field. Hagan Seedy tees it up, and he's going to kick it back, and it's going to be fielded by number 14, Colin Washington. He's going to go around the left-hand side, and he's going to be met by number 57. Is that Carson Miller on the tackle? Big tackle on the left-hand side there, and they're going to start their drive. Benton Academy Raiders are going to start at about the 41-yard line is where they're going to mark him. They're going to be on their own 41, and they've got about, 59 yards to go to try to reach the end zone with 4:33 left. Colonels are leading 13-6, and I have to note Graham Howard had a beautiful block that sprung him for that touchdown. So shout out to Graham Howard for laying that beautiful block out that gave E.J. Hall that lane to get him into the end zone. Quarterback's going to be in the shotgun formation, going to hand off to his running back. He's going to go around the left-hand side, and he's going to be met by number 20, 21, and 4. Goodness, Howie Judson, Walker Perkins, and Bryce Hobbs all on that tackle. Just having a Catalina wine mixer right over there on the left-hand side. Man, all of them going after the ball. You like to see your defense swarming like that. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line. And the Benton Academy Raiders, they're coming up to the line, but they look like they're a little winded right now. So that bodes well for the Colonel defense there. Number 18, James Patterson, is going to be your quarterback here in the shotgun formation. He's going to give it around the left edge. Number 4, Daniel Washington. He's going to try to make a man miss, but he's met by another couple of Colonels. He bounces off, and he goes off to the races, but he's knocked out of bounds. Looks like Walker Perkins was there to knock him out of bounds, but he bounced off about 5 or 6 Colonels before they could bring him down at the 37-yard line of the Colonels. This is a big play, about a 20-yard gain on that play to get the Benton Academy Raiders a good field position moving in with 3:40 left to go. Indianola Academy leading 13-6 in the first quarter. Again, that's a 10th grader back there for Benton, that quarterback. He's going to run an offset eye to the back. He's going to hand it off to the running back. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to be met by a host of Colonels there. Looks like Matthew Gary in on the play, Carson Miller, Lofton Gary in there too. So them Gary boys getting after it, making the tackle there. Going to be a 3-yard gain on the play. Actually, looks like more of a 2-yard gain on the play. So it'll be a 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line. And we're going to see if the Colonels here can bend but don't break as the Benton Academy comes to the line. Again, shotgun formation, one receiver left, one receiver right with a split backfield. With the quarterback, he's going to be back pass. He's going to throw it up. No, he's going to go back to the right-hand side. He's going to meet his man out of place. He's met by number 20, Howie Judson. Just plants him. He's laying the sunflower lumber. Oh, my goodness, what a big hit right there. Boy, Brady Smith and his sunflower lumber crew, they need to get that 2x4 ready because Howie Judson just laid the lumber right there. Man, that was a big hit. That's going to be a loss of 1, but my goodness, it was a little bit of it looked like it was going to be a loss of 20 by the way it sounded, didn't it? But, yeah, it's going to be a 3rd and 9 from the 36-yard line. But, man, that was a big hit Judson just laid on the let's see, that was number 10, Garrett Vandiver, who was on that reception there. And the Kirk Academy Raiders are going to come out in a spread formation, and the quarterback's going to throw it again out to the outside. He's going to be met by Graham Howard, but a little too late. He's already got the first down. He's to the 23-yard line. That was, again, number 4, Colin Washington. Been calling his name a lot tonight. Let's see what this Colonel defense can do as they're seeing Benton Academy start to pick a little bit. They're doing these pick routes, and as they're coming in, the linebackers are overrunning the play a little bit. Hopefully, Coach Putnam can get his linebackers to get make their feet chop so they don't have to overrun that play like that. Maybe we can make the tackle a little sooner. We'll see what the Colonel defense can do here. We got a split back formation. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. And met in the backfield by big Matthew Gary. My goodness, big loss on the play. Man, that boy just showed out. That's a proud daddy moment. All right. That's a 2nd and 13 at the, goodness, he's going to be back to the 27-yard line. That's a 3-yard loss. That's a big plug of the hole right there by Matthew Gary. Proud to see him out there filling that hole like that and getting a big loss. Yeah, that's pretty good. His twin sisters up here celebrating right beside me. Benton Academy going to be in the shotgun formation, going to send their receiver in the motion, and they're going to hand it off to him. That's Colin Washington again around the right-hand side, but all the Colonels are pursuing him right there, and he's not going to get anywhere. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 27-yard line for no gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 at the 27-yard line. We got a minute to go in this first quarter. It's been a lot of action already. I'm starting to get hoarse a little bit. I hope I can last 3 more quarters. Anyway, guy better come back from his assignment as quick as he possibly can. Give me a little relief here in this booth. But yeah, happy to be here watching this football game, especially with as good as these Colonels are playing right now. With 40 seconds to go in the first quarter, 3rd and 12 on their own 27. On the Colonel 26. Let's see what the Benton Academy has drawn up for this. Going to be spread formation. Quarterback's going to take the snap. He's going to try to throw it. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run to the left-hand side. He's going to be pursued by Matthew Gears. He's going to get around the edge, and he's going to try to get that first down. And, there's a flag on the play. And that's always a scary moment. Looks like he might have been hit out of bounds. He got down to the 17-yard line, which is going to be short of the first down, it looks like. But unfortunately, there's going to be a flag on the play. Let's see what the refs have called on this play. But, man, you hate to see it, especially when you get a big stop like that and going to bring up a big fourth down, and looks like they might be calling a late hit out of bounds. Let's see what the white hat has to say here. They're waving the chains to the left-hand side, so it looks like they are going to call that. They're going to call a personal foul on the defense, a late hit out of bounds. A lot of times, when you're looking to make a tackle like that, you're not really paying attention to the white lines. You're just trying to make a tackle, and sometimes it's just unfortunate that when you're making that tackle, it's out of bounds. And, of course, the refs are going to see that and call it as often as they can, and just to protect these players. So let's see what the Colonels have here. It's going to be first and goal from the 9-yard line with 19 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Colonels up 13-6, but the Benton Academy Raiders are threatening to score here. They're going to send running back. It looks like fake to the running back. He's going to be Weston Farmer. Had him just in his grasp. They're going to throw it back to the left hand. E.J. Hall back here with the interception. He's in the end zone. He's going to bring it out. He's going to bring it out back to the 9-yard line. So E.J. Hall, 2 weeks ago, brought one about 103 yards out. He was trying to do it again, but unfortunately he was unable to break free. But that was a big turnover for the Colonels. The Benton Academy Raiders were threatening to eat into this lead, maybe tie this ball game, and the Colonel defense just steps up. I mean, everybody was pursuing the quarterback. Weston Farmer may not have got him, but he created that interception just by putting that pressure on the quarterback. And E.J. Hall just happened to be the beneficiary of that tough play by Weston Farmer. Made that catch and tried to take it out and tried to take it all the way, but got out to the 9-yard line. We'll take it, and that's where the Colonels are going to start. Lawson's opponent is going to bring his team up to the line. He's going to go under center with the eye backfield behind him. One receiver left, one receiver right. Hand it off to Walker Perkins. Perk goes up the middle, and he's going to get to about the 17-yard line. So it's going to be second and about 3 at the end of this first quarter. So when we come back on the other side of this quarter break, the Colonels are leading 13-6. It's going to be second and about 3 from the 16-yard line. You are listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Delta South Motors of Indianola. Located at 400 Highway 82, Delta South is your new home for quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. With affordable pricing and available financing, Sales Manager Tommy Cook invites everyone to visit him and the friendly staff at their new location in Indianola. Tommy, formerly of Cosman's, has over 15 years' experience in sales and service of automobiles in the Mississippi and Arkansas Delta. Remember, Delta South Motors Indianola, your Delta dealer with the better deal.
Hey, this is Chris McClain with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our second generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
All right, and we're back at Legion Field, IA Colonel football. Start of the second quarter. IA Colonels are leading 13-6 over the Benton Academy Raiders. They're going to be a 2nd and 3 from their 16-yard line as we start this second quarter. If you're just tuning in, we've had a lot of action. 2 big plays for touchdowns from the Colonels. A big play from Benton. I don't think anybody scored from the red zone yet. I think there was a 50-yard play, 52-yard play, and 60-yard play for the Colonels, and I think it was a 60-yard play for the Benton Academy touchdown. So let's see what we have here. Lawson's opponent is going to bring his troops to the line, offset eye, going to hand it off to Abel Williamson, who's going to go around the left-hand side. He's going to make a man miss, and he's going to drive it up the middle to about the 19-yard line, almost to the 20. So it looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 1. As we move down the field at the 19-yard line. It'll be about a 1 yard to go here on 3rd down with 11:40 left in the second quarter. And let's see what the Colonels have here. With a short yardage situation, you got to think you're going to hand the ball off here, especially when you got a kid like Abel Williamson and Perk back there who can run the ball as hard as they do. Zapponi's going to be under center, and, hey, it's going to be Zapponi who's going to get that first down. And he sure did. He leans forward to about the 21-yard line, and it's going to be a first down for the Colonels at the 21-yard line as they continue this drive to try to build upon this lead. Well, actually, they gave him an extra yard to get to the 22-yard line. So Lawson Zapponi with a 3-yard gain gets us a first down at the 22-yard line as the Colonels continue to drive down the field with 11:15 left to go, leading 13-6 in the second quarter here. We're going to have one receiver right, one receiver left with an offset I formation in the backfield. Zapponi's going to pitch it out to his running back, Abel Williamson. He's going to try to get up the field. He's not going to see much daylight on there, the short side of the field. Trying to do a little trick, try to get to that short side of the field. You know, a lot of times when they run the ball, they like to go that wide side, but sometimes when on that short side, you can find some holes. And unfortunately, we're unable to find those holes. Going to have about a 3-yard loss on the play. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 at the 19-yard line. So let's see what the Colonels can do here to try to offset that. Of course, I just talked about the Colonels not having any negative plays, and there comes one, so I better stop talking. Seems like, well, let me talk about good things, like maybe we can have a 80-yard touchdown pass. Boy, if that happens, wouldn't that be unreal? We'll see what happens there. Let's see what Tommy Nestor has called for the offense. I'm seeing Graham Howard out to the right, tight end Gage Berry to the right as well. E.J. Hall to the left, and he's going to take the sweep back, and he's going to throw it to E.J. Hall. He's going to get a few yards down the field, going to run that hitch route, get about to the 28-yard line. He's going to be about 4 or 5 yards short of the first down, so it's going to be a 3rd and 5 as we're moving down the field. And that's a lot more manageable than we were. You know, it was 13 to go, pick up about 8 yards, and try to get that manageable 3rd and 5. And we'll see what we can do here with the Colonel offense. The Tony's getting the play call in from Coach Nestor. He's going to run it into his guys. Going to call the play in the huddle, and they're going to break it and run to the line and see what we can do with this 3rd down play. Big 3rd down here because we can build upon this lead, and hopefully we can get this first down here. Going to run 2 receivers out to the left and going to run Haken Sheedy up the middle, and he's going to be met right there about 2 yards after a 2-yard gain, so it's going to be a 4th and 3 at the 29 or 30-yard line, and Coach Nestor's going to send his punt team out. I will have to say, you know, on these big plays, and Lawson Zapponi's throwing a pretty ball. He's throwing a really pretty ball, and you like to see that from the quarterback. Just hopefully that can continue as we go along in this football game. Number 14, Colin Washington, is going to be back to try to receive the punt. And number 2, Bryce Abels, also back for Benton Academy, as Abel Williamson is set back to punt with 9.5 to go. Graham Howard's going to run on the field a little bit late and snap is back. The kick is going to be up, nearly blocked, but a good end-over-end kick. Let's see what kind of bounce it takes. It's going to go backwards, bounce backwards, and it's going to be down there by Perk at the 48-yard line of the Colonels. So Benton Academy is going to start at the 49-yard line, of the Colonels. So they're going to start on our side of the field. Let's see what this defense can do. Hopefully step up their game, get this ball back, good field position, try to get another score or 2 on the board for this halftime. We got 9 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we have some big news in entertainment. We're going to be interviewing one of our star students in Indianola Academy, Amelia Catherine Gary. Is going to be my guest on our show at halftime. A little daddy-daughter time on the air. Get a little scoop on what happened in Indianola Academy. Benton Academy is going to go, and looks like Lofton Gary looked like he was held in the backfield. But, of course, they missed it, didn't throw the flag, and the running back's going to get up the field for about a 6-yard gain. But, he missed that one there, but and hopefully he'll get us back later on. 9 minutes to go. It's going to be second down and about 5 from the 43-yard line for Benton Academy. Again, Colonel's leading 13-6. It's going to be a 2nd and 4 from the 43-yard line. Benton Academy is going to set up in shotgun formation. Quarterback's going to hand it off to the running back. Walker Dewitt, Waylon Dewitt, pardon me, and he's going to get about 3 yards, just about a yard short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1, it looks like. Oh, nope, they're going to wave him on in. They gave him the 4th yard. That's going to be a first down for Benton Academy as we move under 9 minutes to 8.5 minutes to go in the second quarter in this game. Benton Academy beginning to drive to try to get some points on the board to either tie it up or come within a point or go a point above us. We'll see what they decide if they get into the end zone. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Benton Academy is going to line up quarterback in the shotgun formation. He's going to send his slot back in motion, going to hand it off up the middle. He is met in the backfield and ridden down. And that was a big play. But I tell you what, it could have been bigger if our defender, I'm not sure who that was that made that tackle there, but just dropped it after a gain of 2 or 3 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line. As the Colonels are looking to try to get this ball back. It might have been, it was Weston, wasn't it? Big Weston Farmer. I sure don't need him riding on my back. We're going to be in an looks like a shotgun formation, going to hand off to number 4, Daniel Washington, as he's going to run up the middle, and he's going to get that first down to about the 27-yard line. So they're picking their way down the field. Let's see what these Colonels can do to try to get this offense off the field. Looks like he came out of his shoe a little bit, so he's going to have to go off the field. Number 5, Waylon Dewitt, is going to come in and take his place. It looks like Gary and Perkins were in on that tackle. So, glad to see them Gary boys do well, right? And Perkins, I like Perk. He's just something special. All these guys are special, but, Anyway, the quarterback's going to be in the shotgun formation. He's going to hand off to his running back. Dewitt just came in the ball game, and he's met in the backfield. And that is Big Fitz Manning who takes him down for a loss of 1 on the play. That's going to be a 2nd and 11. That was a big play right there with 6:52 left, creeping under 7 minutes to go in the half. And a loss of 1 on the play, going to bring up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line. And that was a big play by Fitz Manning. Glad to see them young guys get in there and make a difference for this Colonel football team. They're going to have a timeout on the field. Benton Academy's going to talk it over, and we're going to send it back to the studio. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
When it comes to your health, nobody beats the home team at South Sunflower County Hospital. When you have a minor emergency, waiting to be seen can be a real pain. That's why you need Delta Primary After Hours Clinic. You'll love the convenience and personal attention that can only be found at South Sunflower County Hospital. You'll also have peace of mind knowing that you'll have immediate access to our full scope of hospital services. Visit your winning team at www.southsunflower.com. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Mississippi, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Andy Daniels at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save even more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Andy Daniels is ready to help you save in Indianola. Call Andy today at 662-887-1578. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back here at Legion Field. Colonel football. IA Colonels are leading the Benton Academy Raiders 13-6 with 6:31 left in the second quarter. And Benton Academy is facing the 2nd and 10 at the 28. Snap back to the quarterback. He's going to give it off to the right-hand side, and he's going to be met and plowed down by number 10, Christopher Chow. Just laying the lumber right there again. There's another Sunflower Lumber laying the lumber. I'd like to see that from all our guys out there. 3rd and 7 is going to be the down and distance here at the 25-yard line. So a big 3rd down with 6 minutes to go in this ball game and for the halftime, as we roll into half. This is a big possession right here. If we can get a stop here and get the ball back, it's a possibility that we could get some more points on the board. Let's try to keep these Benton Academy Raiders off the board. They're going to hand off number 4. He's going to go up the middle, and there's going to be a whole host of Colonels there to meet him. 67 Slayton Helms, number 4, Bryce Hobbs met him in the backfield there, and after a gain of about 1, they're going to drop him down. They're going to face about a 4th and 6 at the 24-yard line, and we're going to see what the Benton Academy Raiders have with 5.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter and going into halftime. And it'd be big to get a turnover on downs or any kind of turnover here for the Colonels to see what we can do with these last 5 minutes in this half, going into halftime. Benton Academy's going to line up in the shotgun formation, receiver left, one receiver right. They're going to throw the screen out there to the wide out, and he's going to drive it up to about the 19-yard line. and looks like he's going to be about a yard short. Let's see where they mark him here, and it's going to be Colonel football at the 19-yard line. With 5:05 left to go, the Colonels are going to take over on down, and we're going to see what we can do with 5 minutes left going into the half here. You got to like the momentum here, with the big stop on defense. Colonel's getting the ball back. Let's see what they can do with it, see if they can drive it down the field, try to get a few more points on the board. You like to go up with any sort of lead, so a 7-point lead I'm happy going up with, but any other points we could put on the board before halftime would definitely be monumental here. They're going to measure just to make sure that they made the right call, and they did by a full yard. So, yeah, the right call was made. It's still going to be Colonel football on the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. So a little extra time for the Colonels to draw up a few plays as we're getting ready to see if we can make this drive down the field. It's going to start at the 19-yard line. So what's the math there? 100 minus 19, 81. Got 81 yards to go. Let's see if we can drive 81 yards in 5 minutes. I believe these Colonels can do it. They've had 2 drives that were under, 15 seconds, both one-play drives for scores. So, yeah, Kate's nodding her head. So, yes, I am right. So the Colonels are going to start here, going from left to right on your radio dial. They're going to send E.J. Hall out to the left, Bryson Stevens out to the right, got the I formation in the backfield, and they're going to send Bryce Stevens in motion. Saboni under center, he's going to take it, he's going to hand off to Abel Williamson. He's going to be tripped up along the left-hand side. Going to be a loss of 2 on the play, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 as we go under 5 minutes to go from the 17-yard line. So at this point, you're trying to get good yardage, but you're also trying to burn the clock. Try not to give the Benton Academy another chance at trying to get some points on the board. So Tommy Nestor has to approach this a little conservatively to make sure he can get down the field, but also not leave enough time on the clock for Benton Academy to get the ball back and try to get some points of their own in this going into halftime. So with 4.5 left, Colonels leading 13-6, 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line. Colonels have the ball. They're going to be in the shotgun formation, one receiver left, one receiver right with a split backfield. The Tony's going to take the snap. He's going to fake the throw, and he's going to throw it up to E.J. Hall down the sidelines, and he's under it. And it's a big catch right there at the 40. Where are they going to mark him at? The 43-yard line. Big, pretty throw. Just absolute perfect. Elite ball placement, elite catchability, and E.J. Hall just runs under it gracefully as he can. Gets out of bounds. Going to stop the clock for a moment as we're rolling into halftime with 4:12 left to go. Colonels are leading 13-6. Got a 7-point lead. The clock is rolling now. Got 2 receivers left. The Pony under center with Walker Perkins leading the backfield to Label Williamson as tailback, and he's going to be tripped up in the backfield again. Just met. Looks like they're getting back there, but he's just leaning forward and getting those extra yards. So it's going to be a 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line with under 4 minutes to go here at 3:50. Colonels again with a 7-point lead, 13-6, trying to milk that clock, but also get some points on the board before we go to halftime here. So 2nd and 9 from the 44-yard line for the Colonels, and with 3:30 left to go in the second quarter as we're approaching halftime, methodically trying to drive this ball down the field. Going to be trips left, Walker Perkins in the backfield, Zapponi under center, and they're going to hand off to Perkins, and he's going to be met in the backfield again for about a yard gain. They did give him a yard on the play, so it's going to be at the 45-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 8 at the 45 with about 3:10 left to go. 3rd and 8 at the 45. I wonder what the play call is here. Got Zapponi throwing a pretty ball. I think you got to put the ball in his hands right here and see what he can do with it. And Nestor's sitting, he's talking to his quarterback on the sidelines, probably telling him just that. Just keep throwing that pretty ball, Tony. Let E.J. Hall keep running under it. Maybe Graham Howard can run under 1 or 2. Get Gage Berry in on the action. Bryce Stevens, a couple of those receivers out there. Let's see what we can do with it. The Pony's going to be in the shotgun formation. He's going to run that hitch route, and it just throws it down at E.J. Hall's feet. But unfortunately, it bounced right before it got to him. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 8 at the 45-yard line with 2:34 to go. So it's going to bring out the punt team. Coach Nestor doesn't want to take that chance, trying to give Benton Academy a short field going into halftime. He's going to trust his defense to get him to the halftime. He's going to get him to halftime, hopefully, with 2:34 left with a 13-6 lead. we'll see what this defense can do as they step up. The snap is going to be back to Abel Williamson. He's going to adjust the ball, make a pretty kick in a spiral, and it's going to take a bounce, and it's going to be fielded there by number 2, Bryce Abels for Benton Academy. He's going to run it up to about the 24-yard line. There's a flag coming in from about 20 yards out. That was a pretty throw from the ref, just throwing that laundry out. With 2:22 left, it looks like it's going to be run up to about the 20. They're going to mark him at the 23-yard line, 24-yard line. But let's see what this flag is. Again, the ref saw it from way back. I was unable to see what happened here, but let's see what the ref calls as we're moving to Benton Academy, taking over at their own 24 currently. Let's see what the ref makes on this call. He's going to call a face mask on the defense, and that was a 15-yarder too. So that's an attack on extra 15 yards from the 24-yard line. So that'll put him at the 39. So Benton Academy could start in field position at their own 39-yard line with 2:22 left, trying to cut into this lead of the Indianola Academy Colonels as they're going into halftime with 2:22 left in the half. It's 13-6. Your IA Colonels leading Benton Academy. Snap back to the quarterback. He's going to take the handoff. He's going to run to the right-hand side. He's pursued, and he's going to throw it down the field. And number 10 is under it. Abel Williamson was right there to meet him, and he's going to be a big gain out to the Colonel 42-yard line. So flipping the field a little bit with an 18-yard gain. That was a pretty catch and throw. Unfortunately, it wasn't on our side of the ball. And Benton Academy is looking to put a drive together at their own at the Colonel 41-yard line with 2:12 left to go in the half. And Benton Academy is driving. Let's see what the Colonel can do if they can step up on defense. That was a pretty ball. But just unfortunately our guy couldn't run up under it. Quarterback's going to come to the line with 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right, running back to his right, going to call for the ball. He's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to look for around, and there's nobody there, so he's just going to throw it out of bounds. And he wasn't out of the tackle box. And there's the flag. There it is. It's going to be intentional grounding, going to be a loss of down. He was not anywhere. No, there was no receiver in the area. He wasn't out of the tackle box. It was an obvious intentional grounding, and the ref made the right call there. So that's going to be a loss of down. So it's going to be a second down. Let's see where they mark the throw was made, and it's going to be at the 46-yard line. So we're going to be facing, Benton Academy is going to be facing about a 2nd and 16. It looks like from their 46-yard line, 2nd and 15 from the 46-yard line, with 2:03 left to go in the half. Let's see if the Colonels can step it up here and keep them out of the end zone. They're going to send, looks like they're going to send 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right, 2 in the backfield. They're going to pull it back a little further. They're going to, okay. All right, well, I'll take it. They're going to put him back to their own 46-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and a mile. They've got to get down to their, looks like 31-yard line, so math, 2nd and long. Quarterback's going to take the snap, he's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's big-time met right there by big 54, V. Lofton Gary in the backfield. Man, that was a big lick. Another Sunflower Lumber laying the lumber. Man, that was incredible. I like to see that boy lay a lick like that. I could never do that. I weighed half his weight when I was in 12th grade. You know, he just unreal. Then the weight program this Indianola Academy has put weight on these boys. It's going to be a 3rd and 20 at the 48-yard line with 1:30 left to go to the half. Going to be 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Got a running back to his right. It looks like they're just trying to kill as much time as they can to leave as little time as they can on the clock for the Colonels. He's going to call for the snap. He's going to throw the outlet screen here, and the Colonels were ready for it. And Graham Howard's going to tackle him for a loss. He was not fooled by that. He knew exactly what was coming. And as soon as, let's see, that's number 14, Colin Watson caught that ball. Graham Howard was around him ready to make the tackle. So with under a minute to go, it's going to be a 4th down and forever. And it looks like the Benton Academy is going to go for the punt here. We're going to put Abel Williamson, of course, back to receive the punt. I mean, he does it all anyway, right? With about, looks like they're going to be kicking with about 40 seconds to go. If you look into the play clock, So we'll see if the Colonels can come out and do something big right now. Looks like E.J. Hall is up at the 40-yard line, maybe expecting a short kick or make sure they don't do any fakes here. With 33 seconds, snap goes back, and it was nearly blocked. And they're going to throw a flag. It's going to be not roughing the kicker. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a fumble down here. Abel Williamson goes to pick up the ball, and he's met and unfortunately lost the ball there. And the Benton Academy is going to recover at the 17-yard line. You know, you think it's going to be right there. They're going to be roughing the kicker, and there's going to be an extra 5 yards. But unfortunately, we have a fumble here at the 17-yard line picked up by Benton Academy with 20 seconds left to go. It's going to be first down and 10 from the 18-yard line. 20 seconds, you got 4 plays at best to try to get in the end zone here. Looks like they do have one timeout left. So they got about 4 plays to try to get in the end zone here. Let's see if the Colonel defense can step up. One thing they've done is when they face adversity is they've been able to bounce back from it and just have a memory of a goldfish and get back in it. Going to be 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Going to send his slot back in motion and hand it off to him. That's number 5, Waylon Dewitt, who's going to go up the field to about the 14-yard line. Looks like he's met by Weston Farmer. He's a little slow to get up. Off Gary helps him up and call a timeout. So with 13 seconds left, Kirk Academy looking to try to get the ball in the end zone here. Hopefully the Colonels can keep them out. With 13 seconds left, you got a maximum, I'd say, 2 plays if you can even get out of bounds here. Thinking about 7 seconds per play. So we'll see what Kirk Academy has up their sleeve, and hopefully Tommy Nestor has the right play call on defense. Clete Putnam can keep them out of the end zone here, and we can go in the half unscathed by this unfortunate mistake here. Some things you can't overturn, and picking up that ball and just Benton Academy just happened to fall on it right there. Looked like Abel Williamson is trying to stretch out his calf over here on the sidelines. Hopefully he's all right. Come out and perform here in the second half. Colonel defense is ready on the field. They're ready to keep them out of the end zone. They've just used their last timeout, Benton Academy has, so they don't have any timeouts. So these next 2, possibly 3, probably only 2 plays are going to need to be towards the end zone. So with the Colonels knowing that, they're going to put 3 men deep, sitting on the goal line, ready to defend this play. Looks like they've got their linebackers out, ready to cover 2. It's going to be a snapback. Big hit in the backfield. He's fumbled. And who was that in the backfield? My goodness. Another lumber laid. And that was number 55, Fitz Manning. And Benton Academy's going to rush to the line, but they're not going to get the play off. We're going to go to halftime. That was a big play by Fitz Manning. Big sack. Really kept them out of the end zone here and is going to savor that 7-point lead going into halftime. Man, IA Colonels just stepped up big. Faced that adversity, losing that punt, and just stepped it up on defense. You like going into halftime with that momentum. Anxious to see what we come out with in the second half. That was a delightful first half. That was some good football there. With that being said, we're going to run up to halftime. You're sitting at halftime. The Colonels are leading 13-6, got a 7-point lead over Benton Academy. We're going to take us a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we're going to discuss the game, and we're also going to interview one of our star students, Miss me, Catherine Gary. So catch us back on the other side of the break. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Are you looking for another choice for your prescription needs? Try any of your local Good Neighbor pharmacies and experience the difference your friends and neighbors are already enjoying. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations. City Drugstore, Hollandale, Cleveland Medical Arts, Cleveland, GMP Pharmacy, Belzona, Yazoo Drug Company, Yazoo City, Magic Mart Pharmacy, Indianola. Your Good Neighbor Pharmacy where you get same copay and better service. Experience the Good Neighbor difference. Bring your prescriptions in today. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations.
For over 100 years, Planters Bank has been committed to offering full-service banking in Sunflower County. I'm Will McDowell, Vice President of Planters Bank in Indianola. From sponsoring a variety of community events to high school sports, we are proud supporters of all things Indianola. If you need a loan, checking account, or any other banking service, please visit us at either of our convenient locations in Indianola. Planters Bank, proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Planters Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, Cooper, you know we've been talking about our Pabst Door Robertson floor service for a long time.
Olivia, you know there is a reason the people in the Delta shop with our Pabst.
You know it!
We carry all type of floor, carpet, ceramic, wood, tile, and vinyl plank. We also sand, refinish hardwood concrete, and brick floors.
For all your flooring needs, come see us at Robertson Floor Service.
And get a free Coke. And by the way, the estimates are free.
Robertson Floor Service Indianola, voted the best of the best for 2 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Bailey at Bill's Body Shop in Ruleville, and we want to fix your car. We're a family-owned business that has long served the Delta with quality vehicle repairs. My grandfather started this business in 1972 with quality being his top priority. My dad has followed his lead for more than 20 years, proving to be committed to superior work. As a third generation, we are continuing the tradition of exceptional bodywork and excellent customer service. Give us a call today at 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
All right, we're back at Legion Field, and your Indianola Academy Colonels are leading Benton Academy Raiders 13-6 in the half. And I tell you what, it's been an incredible game. And one of my I've had a couple people in the booth, but one of my favorite people is in the booth with me now. Me and Catherine Gary. She is a student at IA who also happens to be my daughter, and we're going to talk a little bit about what Indianola Academy, does, what they have going on over here, and just kind of give you an idea of what our student athletes and students are doing at Indianola Academy. So, well, first of all, Kate, tell our audience, what grade you're in, what you do, and what sort of things are going on with you at Indianola Academy.
So I'm in 10th grade, which means I'm a sophomore.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't really know the terminology.
Right.
But right now it's just like getting the year started.
Nice.
Taking tests, doing quizzes.
Yeah.
Review mostly, but we're going to get into it later.
Getting back into the game, getting back your feedback wet, right?
Got to refresh your memory.
After all that summer reading we did, we have to get our feedback wet. So what are some of the sports activities and other opportunities that IA offers that you've been a part of so far during your time at IA?
Well, I've mainly done soccer for the past 3 years. I did swim for a little bit and then track for like 2 seconds in my 6th grade year before COVID canceled us out.
Right, yeah.
But I only do soccer now, but I still love to swim. I just don't do it competitively.
That's right. Yeah, and I remember those. That was fun. Miss Beverly Hale, she puts her heart and soul into that, doesn't she? It's always, all the opportunities we have and at IA that people don't realize, swim, dance, and all that. We have softball, soccer, football, the real football. So, yeah, there's a lot of, opportunities that IA offers our students. I think there's also clubs and things. Clubs there?
We used to do clubs, but we haven't done them for the past years. I was in the chess club, which does not equal I'm smart. I only won because I had a basic understanding of the game.
Right. And remind me, who taught you chess?
Math teacher, Miss Holland.
Oh, I thought I taught you.
Oh, no, sorry, you did.
Oh, okay.
She ran the chess club, and you know what she had? She had coffee and donuts.
Coffee and donuts.
Yeah.
You can't have chess without coffee and donuts.
Apparently not.
That's right. IA has a great staff of instructors and also staff members. I know Shannon Rainey is the person I lean on a lot of my information. So love Shannon and what she does for the school. And there's a lot of instructors. So what is your favorite subject? And is there a teacher that's really made a major impact in your love for that subject?
So I've always loved math. It's just one of the main things that I can do, actually kind of well.
Right.
And so far, I'm really enjoying Miss Domino's class because I can really grasp it, and she loves showing work.
Right.
I love showing work.
That's right.
So it's like that. But one of my favorite teachers, though, has to be Miss Hodges.
Yeah.
I went into 9th grade struggling so hard with grammar.
Right.
But now I kind of have an understanding of it.
Yeah.
And I just have her to thank for that.
That's right. And, and y'all have this camaraderie back and forth. I know you always talk about it's almost like you guys are like the same age, talking back and forth the conversations you guys have. And, she's, matter of fact, I'm 44. I'm out of school for 26, 27 years. She taught me.
I know.
So that kind of tells you what sort of longevity she has and what sort of impact she's had in the English everywhere. Speaking of subjects in school, let's talk a little science. What can you tell our audience about giant Siphonophores.
Siphonophores.
Siphonophores, that's right. Yeah.
It's a Greek word.
Okay.
That's what the pronunciation is. So they're technically like just a bunch of jellyfish linked together.
Oh.
And they have this like, technically it's a head, but it's just like the starting zygote that starts it all off. And they can live for hundreds of years. They keep growing.
Yeah.
The longest one ever, I think, was like 160-something feet.
Wow.
Which is longer than a blue whale, by the way.
That's incredible.
But
largest mammal on Earth.
Largest mammal on Earth?
There you go.
Yeah.
Or in the water.
But, yeah, and then the jellyfish all have, like, specialized stuff. Like, some feed, some reproduce, some sting, some swim for it. And they can't live, like, on their own. And, you know, they're bioluminescent, and they use that to catch their prey and all that. But here's the thing. Here's the kicker. If they go too near to the surface, they explode.
Wow. Okay, that's incredible. So you learned that in biology at Mississippi, at Indianola Academy, right? You sure did. I'll just say you did. So you play football. Tell us about your coach and how he's helped you grow as an athlete.
Well, Coach Alex has been my coach for like 3 years. And I'd already played soccer for a while before that, but like, you know, I wasn't the star and all that. But he's taught me so much. But one of the main things I would love to highlight is that I don't like hesitate when I go to the ball anymore. I like actually try and win it and pass it up the field. I love when a play starts like going really well after a pass I made. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to kick it off, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of athletes have like a go-to playlist they listen to before a game. So what kind of songs do you listen to get hyped up?
Well, my music is really like all over the place. So I don't really listen to like a certain thing, but on away games, you know this. When we're in the car, we'll like trade off.
That's right.
That's so fun, and we just like have a lot of fun with it, and gives me energy boost. You know, out on the front line, away out deep.
So you got a lot of stuff you listen to, so it's a plethora of music, right? So what's your favorite memory so far you've had on the field, and what's also your favorite memory in the classroom?
Well, I was pretty proud of last week at Mac Heights. I think it was last week. I think that was like one of my best performances. Just, I was real proud of that. Is a highlight for me. And the classroom, so in Ms. Hodges' class, right, we had to answer this discussion question, and I answered it, like, apparently perfectly, because when I got the paperback, it had a star on it, and it said, lovely. So.
Nice. Always nice. Well, you know, I've given you some time here on the air. Are there any friends you'd like to give a shout-out to while you got the whole world listening to you on 96.9 Super Talk Mississippi Philadelphia?
Well, hello, world. I didn't know you were here.
That's right.
But I have, like, so many friends, like Gunny, Ann, Michelle, Kevin, and the list, all that.
That's funny. So you have your friend group. They've gotten their shout-out, so they're excited. You mentioned before that you were getting a little hungry, and you fixing to head over to Burger King. What's your order when you go to Burger King? What do you like to get? 5
Whoppers and 5 more Whoppers.
Well, good. I'm going to let you get out and get to Burger King. Get your 5 Whoppers and 5 more Whoppers. Appreciate you talking to us about IA and what the school means to you. Any final thoughts you'd like to share before we go to break?
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up. And these Colonels are not going to give up. I'm going to give you the chance to throw it back to the station. Can you do the honors and send us back to break for a 2-minute break?
You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Credit card fraud can be a nightmare. While you may not be held liable, especially for larger charges, that doesn't mean that being a victim of credit fraud is a walk in the park. But don't worry, Guarantee Bank has got your back. Our fraud team monitors your card 24/7. If our team suspects a suspicious transaction on any of your GBT debit or credit cards, we'll notify you by text, phone call, or email. Contact your local branch to update your information. Guarantee Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you. Whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof, we're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center. And go Colonels.
Playing defense doesn't have to be something you do with your bank. On the Community Bank team, our strategy is simple. We're here to cheer you on through every financial play call and every savings celebration. With over 100 years of knowledge and experience, our playbook knows when to run a blitz, call an audible, or throw a monetary Hail Mary. No matter what banking services you need, Community Bank is ready to coach you through it. Community Bank, committed to our community. Member FDIC.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company in Indianola and Shaw, and Gresham McPherson Oil Company in Greenwood and Belzona.
And we're back at Legion Field. I've got a couple of stats for you. Mr. Perkins was able to bring them up. By the way, my mother has texted me and said that I have not mentioned who I am. So I would like to introduce myself. I am Dirk Herbstreit, Kirk's brother, calling this ball game. So you're listening to Dirk Herbstreit here on Indianola Academy. I'm just kidding. My name is Jay Gary. I'm the daddy of Amelia Kate Gary, as I'm better known to all the students there at Mississippi. I keep saying Mississippi Delta because that's where I work. How about that? I got a few stats for you. Zapponi is 6 of 8 for 111 yards and a touchdown. Abel Williamson has 9 carries for 66 yards and a tutty himself. And E.J. Hall has 4 receptions for 94 yards and a touchdown. And we've got a lot of defensive players with tackles on the play. I think everybody's gotten in for some tackles. It's going to be a good game coming out into the second half. Our Colonel Cuties have made their performance, and they're making their way back into the stands to enjoy the second half of this Colonel football, because it's going to be a fantastic game here. It looks like we've got 1:20 on the clock for the start of the third quarter, but the teams have not quite gotten ready to make their way out onto the field. As I say that, Benton Academy is running out. And they're going to get stretched up, and the IA Colonels are probably following right behind them. They're going to take about 3 minutes to stretch out. Guys, you got to buckle in. We got another half of exciting football here at Legion Field. We'll be getting ready to kick off in about 3 minutes, and I guarantee you it's going to be, you pay for the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge. Isn't that what they say when there's a heck of a football game going on? Well, that's what's happening here, guys. It's a heck of a football game going on. These Colonels are playing their hearts out, just like they do every game. Let's see what they come out and do this half. In the last 2 games, we've had the first half be very competitive, and it's kicked in that we've had, the other teams have been able to kind of outcondition us for the moment, but that's only because they had more kids on their team. I believe it's an evenly matched team here between Benton and Indianola Academy. Both got about the same number of kids on the team, so it's going to be a competitive game here in the second half. I look for the Colonels to hopefully build upon this lead. We do know that Benton Academy is going to take the kickoff as we come back from the second half into the second half. So we'll see if that Colonel defense can build upon that last fantastic stand they had to keep Benton Academy out of the end zone. I believe they can. I believe we can keep this momentum up. I think this is going to really shift our season, and we'll definitely see that as we move along into the second half. The Benton Academy is warming up in the west end zone, and the Colonels are trotting around trying to get their legs loose in the east end zone. We got about 2.5 minutes left before we start the second half. So while they're warming up, we're going to take one more 2-minute break. We're still coming down from the high of having the Amelia Kate Gary on the air with us, the star of the show. they're going to hire you, and they're going to kick me off the field. You never know. But I appreciate her time with us, which is very entertaining and really lets you know the big things that are happening in Indianola Academy that hopefully you guys want to continue to be a part of and get everybody else to be a part of. Build this enrollment up and see how many folks we can get in on this good thing we got going. We got 2 minutes left until we start the second half. We're going to throw it back to the station for one more 2-minute break. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Car buying is different now than ever before. But one thing that will never change is our commitment to excellent service at Canton Motors of Mississippi. As the largest family-owned dealer in Mississippi, we're proud to serve you for all your automotive needs. Whether you're buying a new Chevrolet Silverado or a certified pre-owned vehicle, we got you back. Come see us at Canton Chevrolet of Greenwood today. And remember, when the smoke clears, nobody beats a Canton deal. Nobody. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Hey, this is Chris McClain with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our second generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Mississippi, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Andy Daniels at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save even more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Andy Daniels is ready to help you save in Indianola. Call Andy today at 662-887-1578. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Delta South Motors of Indianola. Located at 400 Highway 82, Delta South is your new home for quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. With affordable pricing and available financing, sales manager Tommy Cook invites everyone to visit him and the friendly staff at their new location in Indianola. Tommy, formerly of Cosman's, has over 15 years experience in sales and service of automobiles in the Mississippi and Arkansas Delta. Remember, Delta South Motors Indianola, your Delta dealer with the better deal.
And we're back here at Legion Field just in time for the second half kickoff. Hagan Sheedy's going to tee it up at the 40, and he's going to kick it back. It's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line by Benton Academy. Waylon Dewitt is going to run it up the field around the left-hand side up to about the 35-yard line, and that's where the Benton Academy Raiders are going to start this second half. Colonel defense hopes to build upon the big stop they had in that at the end of the last quarter. That was an incredible stop. Got me all excited. I'm trying to keep from yelling into y'all's ears right here, but I tell you, it's hard, especially when I'm seeing this atmosphere of great football and fans, and I see the Berries down there in their truck just getting ready for the ball game. Just an unbelievable tailgating experience down there. And then the Academy is going to be in the shotgun formation, going to hand it off to the running back, and he's going to be met by Christopher Chow after about a 3-yard gain. Christopher Chow making his presence felt here, and it looks like there's a little bit of a flag on the field. So let's see what they call here. Looks like let's see. He's going to pick the flag up, but he's going to make the call here. It's going to be like he called a hold. What did he call? Block in the back. Nope, going to be a holding call. So that's going to push Benton Academy back another 10 yards. Looks like from the line of scrimmage there. I'm going to be first and 20 at the 25-yard line with 11:44 left. Colonels lead by 7, 13-6 with 11:44 left. And Benton Academy is going to line up again. They like that shotgun formation. Going to have 2 receivers left. Going to send number 4 in motion. Going to hand it off to him. He's going to go around the left-hand side, and he's going to be chased by the defense there. He's going to be plowed right there at the 43-yard line by 61 Weston Farmer. That was very lucky of me to get plowed by Weston Farmer, right? Good little pun there. A little dad joke for you, Kate. She's still in the booth with me. I know you guys want her back on the air, but unfortunately, she's a little shy. So at the 43-yard line, it's going to be 2nd and 2 for Benton Academy with 11:20 left, with a 7-point lead for the Colonels. Let's see what they can do here. Try to keep this, get this ball back for their offense. Number 1 goes in motion, Saxton, and the quarterback's going to hand it off to him. He's going to go over on the right-hand side. He's going to be losing. Oh, there's going to be a holding call. And he's met Matthew Gary in pursuit. I'd like to see him running out there. He didn't overrun the play. He ran it back to where it needed to be and got some help on the tackle. And it looks like it's going to be probably going to be a hold, I would think. It's where the flag was thrown. Yep, sure is going to be a hold. Going to be at the 40-yard line. So that's going to bring up another 2nd and long. Depending on where they push him back to, and of course Bill Alford has that reverse sound going of the big truck. You know, you always love to hear that, especially when it's for the other team. So we're going under 11 minutes left, and it's going to be looks like 2nd and 15 at the 30-yard line. So we'll see what the Colonels can do on defense here. Try to keep them back. Going to bring the safety a little bit deeper, about 10 yards deep. Looks like they may be expecting a little bit of a run here. And Weston Farmer's going to push it back to the middle, and a helmet comes off. And that is Weston Farmer's helmet. He's flying to the ball, and he pushed that back to the inside and let his teammates help him make that tackle. So Farmer's going to have to come off for a play. And it looks like Tristan Bradshaw is going to come in and take his place for a moment. Again, he was ready for that play. He turned it into his defense and allowed everybody to get in on that tackle, and just a great play by Weston Farmer to rely on his defense to help him out after he turned him back into the inside. Again, shotgun formation, 1 receiver left, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Going to put them 4 in motion. He's going to be fake the handoff. He's going to throw it in the backfield. Chow is there, and he's ready, and he holds him up just enough for it looks like Lofton Gary plants him after he's wrapped up by Bryson Stevens. Lofton Gary just took him down with a thunder. He's going to feel that one in the morning. Weston Farmer's going to come back out on the field. Christian Bradshaw back off. And it's going to be, looks like a 4th down and long. So I believe that Benton Academy is going to punt. It's going to be interesting to see who we put back because we don't have anybody in the backfield. That is the closest one I would say is back there. It looks like they might be expecting maybe a little bit of a fake here. But they don't have anybody back deep to receive the punt. Anyway, they're going to let the punt go, and it's going to reach the 43-yard line, take a Colonel bounce to the 44, and that's where the Colonels are going to start at their own 44-yard line with 9:15 left in the third quarter here, and that's where the Colonels are going to start here. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Let's see what they can do with the ball here. Let's see what that offense has done after this rest they got in the first half. See what sort of game plan that Nestor has drawn up. Like to see the arm of Lawson's opponent, but you also like to see the legs of those running backs that have been running pretty good. I know that we got one running back that showed out last night. That's Ty Killebrew, who's probably eligible this half to be in the backfield. Let's see what happens here. Zappone's going to go. He's going to fake the handoff, throw the slant route to E.J. Hall, and he's going to catch it. He's going to be met by everybody on the Benton secondary, and he still manages to drive forward for about 4 more yards and gets down to the 38-yard line, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Colonels with under 9 minutes to go. Colonels still clinging to a 7-point lead and look to go to the air. It's a pretty ball thrown right, elite ball placement, right where it needed to be. Hall makes the catch. He stops his motion, and he cuts back and just starts backpedaling because he knows all those secondary guys are right around him, and he's just trying to get as many yards as he can. Smart play by E.J. Hall to try to get those extra few yards. Trips left, going to throw it back to E.J. Hall again, and he's met in the backfield. Number 14, Colin Washington, he wasn't fooled on the play. He got by one of the blocks there and just was able to wrap up E.J. Hall and for a loss of 2. So it's going to be a 2nd and 12, it looks like, from the 40-yard line. Zappone's going to get the play from the sidelines. He's going to run it in and tell his troops what play we've called here from Coach Nestor. We're going to go under center with the I backfield, Hagan Sheedy deep in the backfield, E.J. Hall left, Graham Howard right, slot position. He's going to go in motion and snap back, and he's going to hand it off to Sheedy. Sheedy sees a left hit and blaze out. Number one there. That was Clayton Saxton for another 1 or 2 yards. That was a big hit. It was a good open field tackle, but it was a better run. He was able to lean forward to get him about 2 more yards and set up about a 3rd and 7, and 3rd and 8. Long 7, short 8. As we go under 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter, and looks like AC7 coming in with Zappone. So we got both quarterbacks on the field. Let's see what kind of play call we got here. It's going to be interesting to see how we're going to utilize Arthur Cruz as he comes into the ball game. We're going to have 2 receivers left, Hall and split in, and Graham Howard in the slot. And, they're going to run the throw-out, roll-out to the right. He's going to throw it in the direction of number 5, Hagan Sheedy, but he was tackled before he ever was able to get out on his route. It was a smart play by Zappone to see that the coverage was a little too much and was able to save him. He save a turnover, maybe save the down, and save a sack, and get Liv to play another play. It looks like the Colonels are going to opt to maybe punt here to try to flip the field a little bit with 7:13 left. They're facing a 4th and 8 from the 36-yard line. Again, Colonels up 13-6 with a 7-point lead, 7 minutes to go. In the third quarter, the high snap is going to be fielded. Looks like by number 30, Ty Killebrew is going to be punting for us. And you like to see that 9th grader stepping in and beautiful punt down to the 6-yard line. Going to pin the Benton Academy Raiders deep. Killa coming in already and making a statement here. Beautiful punt. That was elite ball placement by the punt. I tell you, seeing those 9th graders contribute is just incredible to see, especially when you got an athlete like that who's able to run and catch for 3 touchdowns last night and shake it off, sleep it off last night, and decide to come in and play some high school football tonight. Man, you love to see it. Going to be at the 6-yard line is where Benton Academy will start. They've got 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right, 1 running back to his right, and he's going to take the snap, and he's going to fake the handoff, and the quarterback's going to take it up the field, and he's not going to see much room, but he'll see enough to get to the 10-yard line. So about a 4-yard gain. It looks like they gave him an extra 2 yards, so up to the 11-yard line. So it's going to be a 2nd and about 5 from the 11-yard line as we go under 7 minutes to play. 6:43 left in the third quarter. As Benton Academy runs the play in, it is 13-6. Your Indianola Academy Colonels are leading the Benton Academy Raiders as quarterback. Let's see, Patterson. Brings the Benton Academy Raiders to the line. Got 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Running back to his left, going to send the slot man in motion, going to take the handoff to him and again run up the middle. And the Colonels are ready for it. But unfortunately, he was able to get up 5 yards the field as he was bouncing off defenders. But the Colonels didn't let go and was able to hold on to him, but unfortunately not able to stop him from getting that first down. So it's going to be a first down for the Raiders. They move the ball up to about the 17-yard line. So they were pinned back deep by that punt and have been able to work their way out to the 17-yard line. But the Colonels still have a chance to either flip this field or get a big turnover here. And let's see what they can do. We got 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. He calls the ball, sends the slot man in motion. Again, was taking the handoff. This time he gives it to him around the right end. He gets down to the 24-yard line. So he 7-yard gain on that play. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and about 3, maybe 4, as we go into 6 minutes play in this third quarter. Again, Colonels leading 13-6. They're going to take a timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Are you looking for another choice for your prescription needs? Try any of your local Good Neighbor pharmacies and experience the difference your friends and neighbors are already enjoying. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations. City Drugstore, Hollandale, Cleveland Medical Arts, Cleveland, GMP Pharmacy, Belzona, Yazoo Drug Company, Yazoo City, Magic Mart Pharmacy, Indianola. Your Good Neighbor Pharmacy, where you get same copay and better service. Experience the Good Neighbor difference. Bring your prescriptions in today. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations.
Coach Tommy Nestor here for South Sunflower County Hospital. In the Nestor household, we know a thing or two about championships. And just like the therapy team at South Sunflower County Hospital, we know that championship health care is always in season. South Sunflower County Hospital provides preseason training, game day coverage, in-season evaluation, injury management, and postseason recovery, which allows you to stay in the game longer. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
And we're back here at Legion Field. 5:46 left to go in the third quarter. IA is leading 13-6 over Benton Academy. Benton Academy is facing a 2nd and 3 on their own 24-yard line. They were pinned back deep by a good punt by Ty Killebrew, but have been able to work their way up the field, and now the Colonels are trying to see if they can get a stop here to get the ball back so they can build upon this lead. Benton Academy is going to come to the line. They're going to have one receiver left, one receiver right. Looks like a stack formation to the left of the quarterback. Going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll to his left. He's looking up the field. He throws it up the field, and he's got a receiver there, number 10, and Matthew Gary's there to make the tackle. But after he did get the first down, and gains about 10 yards on the play, Matthew Gary's right there to bring him down. Good pursuit by the linebacker. Glad to see our linebackers out there able to cover those big receivers. A lot of times those linebackers are a little slower than receivers sometimes, but I tell you, it was good to see him flying out there to get a tackle on the player there for Benton Academy. Quarterback's going to line up shotgun formation, one receiver left, one receiver right. Going to look to hand off in the backfield right up the middle. He is met by number 56, Matthew Gary, and who else was that? My goodness. Looks like it was Walker Perkins. Sure was Walker Perkins, but there's some laundry on the field. Got a yellow flag there, thrown back at the 35-yard line. Usually in the area of holding. Let's see what they call here. And, chop block. They're going to call it chop block. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'll take that, too. That's a big penalty there. Going to make it a little bit of a less manageable down for them. I believe that's a 15-yarder, isn't it? My goodness, that's going to be back down to the 26-yard line. It's going to be, okay, they're going to replay the down, and it's going to be 1st and a mile for Benton Academy. Let's see what the Colonels can do here on defense as we go at 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Did I say Kirk? I did not mean to say Kirk. I meant to say Benton Academy. As they're going to send and there's a fumble snap, and he's going to run. He's just trying to get it out of bounds. He throws it away, and he's out of the tackle box. He went to the line of scrimmage. There was a receiver in the area, so it's probably not going to be a flag for intentional grounding, but there is going to be a loss of down. That's a big play for the Colonels. As Benton Academy kind of trips on their own feet there and gives up a down, but the quarterback does make a good decision to throw it away to kind of live to play another down. But it actually is a benefit to the Colonels because they're going to have face a 2nd and 20 at the 26-yard line. He's going to send one receiver left, one receiver right, stacked in the backfield. Going to hand off to the running back. He's met in the hole by Matthew Gary. Another big tackle on the play there. And it's going to be after a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play up to the 30-yard line. So it's going to be still 16 yards left to go before they get that first down. So 3rd and 16 is what we're facing here. And Matthew Gary goes out, Lofton Gary comes in. Let's see what we can do here. And Matthew Gary doing a good job tonight. You love to see your 10th grader step up and make the difference. But, boy, it sure is nice to have that senior leadership out there. As looks like Lofton Gary's giving the call to his nose tackle as to which way to go. And Lofton looks like he's going to be coming into the backfield. And there he goes. He hits the quarterback, and there it is. Big sack by number 54, Lofton Gary. My goodness, I saw him coming, and I couldn't look away. As a proud daddy moment. Let's see what they do. They're going to wave off the flag, so they're going to give him the sack. Big 54, the Lofton Gary with a big sack there. Going to be 4th and I'm going to say 3 miles and 250 feet to go for Benton Academy. So needless to say, they're going to punt the ball here. So, yeah, big game for the Garys. Got a sack on each side. Matthew and Lofton both got a sack. There's going to be a little bit of competitiveness in that household, don't you think? It looks like the punt's going to be back, and it's going to roll to about the 40-yard line, maybe 38-yard line. A good punt. We're not putting anybody back to receive the punt. Looks like we're just playing it safe for the fake and just going to start our drives wherever the punt goes dead. And looks like that drive is going to start for us at our own 37-yard line. So 1st and 10 on our own 37-yard line with 3:39 to go in the third quarter. And I tell you what, there may not be points on the board, but there's some excitement being had on this football field. My goodness, these Colonels, and I will say these Raiders are playing a good game too. It's just a good competitive ball game, and you just like to see the sportsmanship on both sides. Each player's helping each other up. You always like to see that. We'll see a couple of our guys limping around but playing through the pain. Lofton Gary just had that big sack, but he's limping back to the line. We're going to go trips left. The pony going to be in the shotgun formation, going to fake the throw to E.J. Hall and going to throw a beautiful ball up. Number 30, Ty Killebrew, he was under it, almost had it. That was a beautiful ball. That looks like something you see at Aaron Rodgers' hands. My goodness. Well, I don't like Aaron Rodgers anymore. He's not my Packers anymore. I guess I'm a Jordan Love fan now. But anyway, long story short, that's all right. Brett Favre, we'll go back to pass. That was a pretty ball. And unfortunately, Killebrew couldn't bring it down. But yeah, we'll see what the Colonels can do moving forward on plays. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, 2nd and 10 on their own 37-yard line. Again, leading by 13-7. The pony's going to be under center. He's going to have 2 receivers left, split eye, offset eye formation behind him. He's going to hand off. Looks like Walker Perkins and Perk is going to get up to about 42-yard line. Just get a few extra yards to make it a third, manageable. And so it's going to be 3rd and 6 from the 41.5. Well, I don't believe in half-yard lines. Between the 41 and 42-yard line. We'll say it's a long 6, short 5. 3rd and short 5 to go at the 42-yard line. When just going under 3 minutes to play, again, your Colonel's leading by 7, but they're on the move. Let's see what we can do here. We got 2 receivers left, Howard in the slot, Hall at the split end. Going to send Howard in motion with the offset eye behind the pony under center. He's going to fake the sweep, throw a slant, and E.J. Hall had position, but the cornerback just jumped the route, and Hall was lucky to be able to bat it away from the cornerback. He was smothered and covered like some Waffle House hash browns, but he was able to make the play to save the Colonels a turnover there and live to play another down with a punt here to try to flip the field a little bit. Hopefully we can pin Benton Academy deep a little bit to try to get our defense another chance to get a big stop. The Benton Academy has 2 receivers back in the backfield, Abels, and it looks like Washington, no, that's not Washington. That is Washington back to receive the punt, but he's not going to get a chance. It's going to roll dead at the 27-yard line, and the Colonels are going to blow it dead there, down at there, and that's where the Benton Academy Raiders are going to start with 2:31 to go. They're going to have to grab the ball, and with this Colonel defense, they're not going to give it to them easy. They've really stepped up, since that big play for a touchdown. And they really hadn't had a big drive since. They had that one opportunity on that botched punt return, but the Colonels just snuffed them right going into halftime. So you got to like the momentum the Colonels have going in here as we wind down this third quarter, heads to the fourth. Benton Academy is going to be 2 receivers left, going to send the slot man in motion, going to fake the handoff to him and try to run up the middle. He sees a hole, but he's met in the hole by a couple of Colonels there. He's got a gain of about 9 yards on the play. Looks like they're going to give him 9 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 1 from the 36-yard line. And number 2 slow getting up there. It looks like he might be catching a cramp. He's going to go down on the field, and he's going to be injury timeout. We're going to take that timeout with him. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Hey, Cooper, we've been talking about our Pabst Store Robertson Floor Service for a long time.
Olivia, there is a reason the people in the Delta shop with our Pabst.
You know it.
We carry all type of floor, carpet, ceramic, wood, tile, and vinyl plank. We also sand, refinish hardwood concrete, and brick floors.
For all your flooring needs, come see us at Robertson Floor Service.
And get a free Coke. And by the way, the estimates are free.
Robertson Floor Service Indianola, voted the best of the best for 2 years in a row.
For over 100 years, Planters Bank has been committed to offering full-service banking in Sunflower County. I'm Will McDowell, Vice President of Planters Bank in Indianola. From sponsoring a variety of community events to high school sports, we are proud supporters of all things Indianola. If you need a loan, checking account, or any other banking service, please visit us at either of our convenient locations in Indianola. Planters Bank, proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Planters Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Legion Field. Pardon me, I'm just trying to get down that last bit of burger that Ryan Farrell and his crew over there at the Colonel Cookout. That's what we're going to call it from now on. I just came up with that off the top of my head. The Colonel Cookout over there cooking up some mean burgers. I always see that smoke going over there, and always smelling good over there. We appreciate those guys putting in that time and effort to keep all our Colonel fans fed. Benton Academy is going to fake the handoff, and he's met in the middle. He's going to get about 2 yards, which is enough for the first down. Weston Farmer again meets him in the middle. We've been calling that name all night long. Carson Miller was there. Lofton Gary was there. Just everybody was there. He was met by a host of colonels, as they say. As we're winding down the third quarter, with going under 1:40, Colonel's still leading 13-6. Again, I'm Dirk Herbstreit here calling the Indianola Academy game for you. Hope you're enjoying yourselves here, listening to 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta. We got 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Going to sack the receivers on the right side, and he's going to send 14 and slot back in motion. Hand it off to him, going to the left, and he just slips through the middle, and he's met by a bunch of colonels, and he's just slippery fella. He just keeps slipping out of tackles. I think everybody on the team had a tackle for him for a minute, and looks like we got an injured player down on the field, and he's definitely not feeling good. Looks like we're going to have an injury timeout on the field. We're going to take a break with them, and we'll be right back. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Hi, folks. Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola, or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
Hi, I'm Bailey at Bill's Body Shop in Ruleville, and we want to fix your car. We're a family-owned business that has long served the Delta with quality vehicle repairs. My grandfather started this business in 1972 with quality being his top priority. My dad has followed his lead for more than 20 years, proving to be committed to superior work. As a third generation, we are continuing the tradition of exceptional bodywork and excellent customer service. Give us a call today at 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
And we're back here at Legion Field. That was number 54, Lofton Gary. They called immediately for the training staff to come over and look at him, and he got up. He wouldn't put any pressure on his left leg, and he started to put a little pressure on it. Now he's going to be looked at over the sidelines, we hope. He's going to be all right. Back to the action. Benton Academy going to go in the shotgun formation, hand it off up the middle. Going to be about an 8-yard gain on the play. Going to give Benton Academy a first down on the 44-yard line. As Lofton Gary's getting looked at on the sidelines. That big sack he had earlier, he's riding that adrenaline, and once you get that injury, hopefully he's able to get Dr. Wade Dowell over there to look at him and make sure he's cleared and ready to go. And, he does a good job on the sideline, tending to those boys and make sure they're good. Hopefully Lofton will be all right following the game here. Then the Academy's going to go with 42 seconds left. They're going to line up in the shotgun formation, hand it off to the running back. He's going to go along the right-hand side with a bunch of colonels there to meet him. Looked like number 20. Howie Judson is the first one to meet him there and brought him down about the 37-yard line. So it's going to bring up about a 2nd and 4 to go as we're winding down the third quarter here with 20 seconds left to go. You got to think Benton Academy is probably just looking to get to the next quarter without too much further damage to any of the kids or anything like that. We're going to run a shotgun formation, and they're going to call a timeout on the Colonel side of the ball. And Hagan Cheedy, it looks like he was a little bit confused on the play. Coach Putnam is giving him some direction, make sure that he knows where he needs to be. Next time, it's a learning opportunity for these boys. Sometimes, when they're young and they need to know where to go. But it only burns, one time out here. You still got 2 left going into the fourth quarter. And it's one of those things, you got to have that goldfish moment, as they say in Ted Lasso. You got to forget that last play. You got to remember, what you're here for. You're fighting for a football team. Forget that last play. Forget that, that last mistake, and let's learn from it. And let's get this defense set on the field. Hopefully we can get to this fourth quarter unscathed and ready to play that final fourth quarter and hopefully put this thing away. 13-6. I think we had all our scoring in the first quarter, and it looks like we may not get any scoring in this third quarter. We'll go to the fourth quarter with a 7-point lead for the Colonels. As Benton Academy with 6 seconds left to go in the third quarter, facing the 2nd and 4, and just picks his way up. Looks like he's going to get a first down, but here comes 3 flags from all over the place as the third quarter comes to a close. So we're going to see what the refs are going to call here for the as a penalty being called here. Looks like we do have an injured Colonel on the field. We'll have to check to see who that is as we are moving forward in the ball game. But the play hasn't been called dead yet. The ref is fixing to make a call as far as what the penalty is going to be, and then we'll probably go to the third quarter and go to the fourth. Looks like it's going to be on Benton Academy in a hold, and he's trying to get with Coach Nestor and figure out what he wants to do, if he wants to accept the penalty, which I'm assuming he will, considering that was a first down run. And we'll take the penalty and have looks like a 2nd and long after this play. Everybody's having good sportsmanship on the field. Everybody's taking a knee, as it looks like it might be Weston Farmer that's down with the injury. I can't quite read the numbers. I think it might be 61, but everybody's attending to him, checking him out, and seeing what the injury may be here. He is moving his legs, so we do see that he has a range of motion. He's moving his left arm, so he's pointing to him, telling him where he hurts. So it's a good sign to always see, when the kid's laying on the ground, that he's able to move his limbs. Because, football can be a scary game. Sometimes you'll see those injuries that can be harmful, long term. And they're going to get Weston Farmer up off the field, and he's going to come off. Looks like he's got a stinger. He's holding that right arm down, and just going to have to work that out. I know there's a lot of times that they have to play through that stinger, but, man, that's a tough situation right there, and it don't feel good, I promise you that. So they're going to get him on the sidelines, and him and Lofton Gary both sitting on the bench, 2 big seniors with a huge impact on this ball game, sitting on the bench getting tended to by the training staff, and we're going to see how these young guys react and step up. We're going to have 1 untimed down in this third quarter before we move into the fourth. So it's going to be 13-6 into the third quarter here. It's going to be 1 more play run, shotgun formation. They're going to send number 4 in motion, going to hand it off to him just through the fingertips of Walker Perkins and met by Matthew Geary as he hits him in the hole and drops him at the 39-yard line. So as we go into the fourth quarter, there's going to be a 3rd and about 6 from the 39-yard line of the Colonels, as Benton Academy has the ball. Indianola Academy is still holding on to that 13-6 lead as we go into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Delta South Motors of Indianola. Located at 400 Highway 82, Delta South is your new home for quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. With affordable pricing and available financing, sales manager Tommy Cook invites everyone to visit him and the friendly staff at their new location in Indianola. Tommy, formerly of Cosman's, has over 15 years experience in sales and service of automobiles in the Mississippi and Arkansas Delta. Remember, Delta South Motors Indianola, your Delta dealer with the better deal.
Hey, this is Chris McClain with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our second generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
And we're back here for this fourth quarter. Colonel's leading 13-6, facing a 3rd and 7. Ball's on the 40-yard line. We're going to have to depend on our younger guys. We have 2 of our seniors who are over on the bench with injury, and let's see what these Colonels can do if they can step up the game for these seniors. There's going to be a shotgun formation, handoff to the back, straight up the middle. The linebacking crew is going to get him down. Hagen Sheeta looks like he wrapped him up, but he's going to get the first down at the 32-yard line. So Benton Academy, as we go over into the fourth quarter, is going to be facing a 1st and 10 at their Colonel 32-yard line as we go 11:54 left in the game, as it's going to be a 1st and 10 here, 32. He's going to be in the shotgun formation. Looks like an offset eye in the backfield, and he's going and the ball's over the quarterback's head, and he picks it up, and he is met again. That's 58. 58's going to meet him in the backfield, and that's Blaine Fleming, another 9th grader stepping up, making a big play here to bring up a 2nd and long from the 42-yard line. So that's going to be a loss of 10. How about that? 9th grader stepping up and making him a sack. You love to see it. Love to see these young guys contributing, and you know it feels good to them. I'm in a high school game, and I'm making an impact. Watching his brother play, he used to fly around the field. Hayes Fleming, he was unbelievable to watch. Incredible athlete, so that runs in that family. Going to be a shotgun formation. Going to send number 4, Washington in motion. Going to hand off to him, and Matthew Gary's going to wrap him up and bring him down at the 40-yard line. Matthew Gary having a heck of a game as they're a gain of 2 yards. He's going to be on the 40-yard line. He's going to face a 3rd. Goodness gracious, 3rd and about 18, 17 actually, as we go under 10:40 to play in the fourth quarter. Colonels are still clinging to a 7-point lead. Benton Academy's threatening the drive, but these young guys have stepped up in the absence of these 2 seniors that have been very instrumental for this Colonel football team. You got to think their leadership has really helped develop these young guys, and they're ready to play. Benton Academy, you're going to run in the shotgun formation, going to fake the sweep to number 5, and they're going to throw it across the middle, and a big hit by number 4, Bryce Hobbs. But unfortunately, it's after about a 17-yard gain. They may give him the first down here, and they're going to give him the first down. That was just enough to get that first down. Big 3rd down play for Benton Academy as we roll under 10 minutes to go. Colonel's still leading 13-6. Benton Academy's threatening at the 22-yard line. One thing we did see on the first extra point they attempted, that they have a little bit of struggles in the kicking game, so you got to wonder what they're going to do if they do happen to get in the end zone here. One receiver left, one receiver right, going to hand off to the running back. Number 5, do it. He's going to run up the middle, and he's met by a host of Colonels. Again, Blaine Fleming in on that play. Met by several Colonels, but you like to see Blaine Fleming in there and Graham Howard as well making that tackle. Going to give him another first down, though, so he's down to the 11-yard line. You know, when you get inside that 20, it's the hardest place to score, so hopefully that's going to ring true as this Colonel defense hopefully can step up. There's plenty of time left in this game, even if they do, for the Colonels to make that comeback if they happen to fall behind or get tied with them. Going to be a snap back to the quarterback. He's going to hand off. He's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get about 6 yards on the play till the Colonels can bring him down. He's down to the 4-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd down and about 3 from the 4, so they can still get a first down without getting in the end zone as we're rolling down to the 9-minute mark. Benton Academy is knocking on the door. The Colonel defense really needs to step up here, see if they can keep him out of the end zone here. And it looks like they're going to bring him up to the line and do a little blitz. And there he is right there. He's met number 21, Walker Perkins. Going to bring him down, but he looks like he might be right down at the 1-yard line, close to a first down, and it's going to be a first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. So let's see what the Colonels can do here to try to build that wall to keep them from getting into the end zone. Benton Academy has been running up the middle. You got to expect it, so I believe they're going to plug the middle and try to get that stop here. And he gets in. He was met by Christopher Chow, and he brought him down, but unfortunately he was just about in the end zone, and he just fell in after Christopher Chow made that tackle. So he does get the 6 points, so it's going to be a 13-12 ball game, and we're going to see what Benton Academy is going to do here after that score with 8:40 left in the fourth quarter. We're going to see what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to try to kick it and see if they can tie this ball game up. Of course, if you're the Colonels, you got to be ready for a fake just in case, and see what they're going to call here. It looks like the coaching staff is second guessing their decision here, so they're going to take a timeout. So with 8:40 left, there's going to be a timeout here on the extra point. You got to think, with the kicking game, it's as you're unsure of it. You got to take your opportunity here. If you think you can drive the ball down and try to get this lead, that's got to come into the coach's mind here. And you got to think, what is he going to do with this opportunity? I got a chance to tie it, but I've been running the ball down the field and been getting 2 and 3 yards of play. Can I get it in the end zone and try to take the lead? And it looks like that may be what they're thinking about doing here. We're looking at our Colonel sidelines, and we've got 3 of our big seniors who are unfortunately unable to be in the ball game here. Lofton Gary Abel Williamson is limping on the sidelines, and Weston Farmer has removed his pads, and we're seeing what these young guys can do to step it up for these seniors. Hopefully these guys aren't facing too much of an injury. You hope that they get through tonight, hopefully just with a little soreness, and maybe get back to good next week. But we'll see what we do here. It looks like they are going to try to go for 2, try to take the lead away. We got a bunch of young guys out there. Let's see what they can do to try to get this stop in for this Colonel defense. They're going to line up in looks like 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right, split backfield, and their number 5 is going to go around the edge, and he's in. And it's going to be a lead for Benton Academy. They're going to take the lead at 14-13 with 8:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see if the Colonels can bounce back. They'll get the ball next. Kickoff will be right after this break. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Mississippi, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Andy Daniels at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save even more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Andy Daniels is ready to help you save in Indianola. Call Andy today at 662-887-1578. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When it comes to your health, nobody beats the home team at South Sunflower County Hospital. When you have a minor emergency, waiting to be seen can be a real pain. That's why you need Delta Primary After Hours Clinic. You'll love the convenience and personal attention that can only be found at South Sunflower County Hospital. You'll also have peace of mind knowing that you'll have immediate access to our full scope of hospital services. Visit your winning team at www.southsunflower.com. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
And we're back at Legion Field. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in this ball game. The Colonel's been clinging to a 7-point lead for 2 quarters now, and then that just got taken away from them here in the fourth quarter as Benton Academy goes up 14-13. They just scored a touchdown, went for 2, was able to get the 2-point conversion and take the lead from the Colonels, and now they're going to kick it off. It looks like Hagan Sheedy's going to field it around the 23-yard line. He's going to run up the field, and he's going to be tackled around the 37-yard line. So he picked up about 12 yards from the play. He was spun down and able to get a good starting field position for these Colonels. So they're at the 37-yard line, but Benton Academy, their own 37-yard line. First down with 8:34 left, trailing by 1. And just let's see what these Colonels can do on the offensive side of the ball. And we're going to have a couple of young guys on the line. Fitz Manning is going to step in, and Carson Miller, Matthew Gear. We've got 3 10th graders on the line right here. Snap back to the pony in the shotgun formation. He's going to throw it across the middle, and it's still Gage Berry, and the big catch right there across the middle. He's going to be down to about the 46-yard line. Big gain on first down. It's going to be a 2nd and 1, maybe long 2, short 1. No, short 2, long 1. With 8:14 left to go. at the 46-yard line. And this is when you like to see your power back in. Let's see what we can do. Looks like we've got Killebrew in the backfield. Perkins also in the backfield. Got 2 receivers left and going to hand it off to Perk. And Perk is going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. That's number 10. Garrett Vandiver is making the big tackle on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the same yard line, 46. As we go under 8 minutes to play with 7:47 left to play in the game as the Colonels are coming to the line. Let's see what kind of play call they have here. We got that young line, and it's difficult, to run when you lose those seniors. They're going to be Lawson's opponent going to go up the middle, and the senior's going to put it on his own shoulders. You know what? He may have 6 yards rushing, but they've been 6 big yards. I tell you what, that was a big first down for us. The opponent just showing that dog in his heart and getting that first down and keeping this Colonel drive alive as they approach midfield with 7:28 left, trailing by 1 in this fourth quarter of this hard-fought football game. 1-point game. It's going to come down to the wire, it looks like. So the Colonels will get a first down here at midfield, and we'll see what they have in store during this drive here. We're going to put Perks in the backfield offside of, and it's going to be pass over to the left-hand side. They're going to blow it dead before the play. Looks like they're going to be a little bit of a jump start, false start for the Colonels, so it's going to push them back 5 yards, and it's going to be back to their own 45-yard line. So they've got 55 yards to pay dirt, and it's the 1st and 15 that they're facing here at their own 45-yard line as the clock is going to tick and run under 7 minutes on this drive. There's not really a need for urgency at this point. You just try to drive the ball down the field, get that score, and I believe you have to go for 2. You try to make that possession to matter, make them have to go for 2 or 1. Going to have trips left on the field, and Zapponi's going to be in the backfield, and he's going to look like a screen play. It's going to be to Walker Perkins, and he throws it right at his feet, but I think that was the right call. Because if he catches it, he's going to be met by Benton Academy. It's going to be another loss of 5. So that's really, I believe, a smart play by the senior to not lose that extra yardage. So with 6:44 left, we're going to face a 2nd and 15, trailing by 1 on the 45-yard line of the Colonels. That young line, we're looking at seeing if they can step up against these Benton Academy Raiders. I believe there's some 11th and 12th graders and on that side, and we've got our 10th graders fighting a battle here. We've got 2 receivers left, going to be Killebrew in motion, going to fake to him, going to throw it deep, and it's a beautiful ball. He's all over him. You got to throw that flag, and you do. That's going to be a pass interference. That was a beautiful ball. It was elite ball placement, and E.J. Hall was right there, but number 14, who was that? That was Colin Washington. He was just riding his back. He's getting a piggyback ride, so you had to throw that flag. It was 2 or 3 refs who saw that and threw the flag. So the Colonels are going to get a big first down on this play, on that pass interference call. And I tell you what, it might have been a smart play by Washington because, E.J. Hall could have taken that to the house. We'll see how this plays out. But the Colonels are going to keep the drive alive. Going to be on the Benton Academy 40-yard line with 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go. Again, trailing by 1. Looks like it's going to come down to the wire here, Kate. I'm hoping that the Colonels can pull this one out. Going to have 2 receivers to the left, Graham Howard to the right, 1 in the backfield, slot and in motion, and it's going to be an off-center snap, but the pony was able to wrangle it in and kneel down before any Academy Raiders could get on it. But actually, they're going to call and play dead, and they're going to give him a 5-yard loss on the false start, which is actually better because on that fumble, it was going to be a loss of down and a loss of 7. So you get to live another down and only lose 5 yards as opposed to lose a down and lose 7. So actually, you got to think that was a well-placed false start for the Indianola Academy Colonels. It allows them to live another down or keep another down in their pocket and only lose 5 yards instead of 7. So that could go well for the Colonels as we move on into this fourth quarter with 6:22 left. Colonels trailing by 1. Going to be a shotgun formation. The pony going to fake the throw and going to throw it up again. E.J. Hall, and E.J. Hall is just about under it, but it was thrown a little bit wide out of bounds. E.J. Hall can jump high, just not that high. But you got to trust that receiver out there to try to make a play, and and Tony put it in a place where it couldn't be picked and could only be picked up by his guy. So that was actually a well-placed ball. It just unfortunately was a little bit to the outside to where E.J. Hall couldn't quite wrangle it in. So they're going to they're going to face the 2nd and 15 at the Benton Academy 45-yard line. They're going to put Hall out to the left, Killebrew in the slot, 2 receivers to the right, snap back, and he's going to throw a little hitch route to Killebrew, who's going to turn it upfield. He's going to get to the 36-yard line. So that's going to be about a 3rd and 6. So that's a very manageable down. You don't have to get it all here. As we go under 6 minutes to play, it's going to be 4-down territory here. Especially if you get a few yards here. If you don't get it all, you're going to go for it again. But depending on the play call here, we're going to see what we can get here. Hopefully we get the full 6 and get a 1st down and keep this clock rolling as we keep this drive moving. But at least if you get a couple of yards, you face a manageable 4th down. He's going to send one receiver left, one receiver right, split backfield to the right and left of his opponent in the shotgun formation. He goes back to pass, going to throw it across the middle. It's picked off. Number 10 just stepped right in front of him, brought down by Carson Miller at the 35-yard line. So now it's with 5:23 left to go. The Colonels are trailing by 1, and the big turnover here at 36-yard line, Benton Academy on their own 36. And this is the time when the Colonel defense is going to need to step up to try to make a big play to get the ball back. They got 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. And hopefully we can get the ball back. We're going to take a break with the refs. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Are you looking for another choice for your prescription needs? Try any of your local Good Neighbor pharmacies and experience the difference your friends and neighbors are already enjoying. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations. City Drugstore, Hollandale, Cleveland Medical Arts, Cleveland, GMP Pharmacy, Belzona, Yazoo Drug Company, Yazoo City, Magic Mart Pharmacy, Indianola. Your Good Neighbor Pharmacy, where you get same copay and better service. Experience the Good Neighbor difference. Bring your prescriptions in today. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations.
For over 100 years, Planters Bank has been committed to offering full-service banking in Sunflower County. I'm Will McDowell, Vice President of Planters Bank in Indianola. From sponsoring a variety of community events to high school sports, we are proud supporters of all things Indianola. If you need a loan, checking account, or any other banking service, please visit us at either of our convenient locations in Indianola. Planters Bank, proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Planters Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, Colonel defense looks to step up here with 5:23 left in the 4th quarter. Benton Academy is going to take over. It looks like they're going to throw a flag on the play here, and I believe it's going to be a false start. Let's see, the ref on the sideline blows the play dead, and he's going to call to the white hat, and he's going to call a false start. He's going to back them up 5 yards, so they're going to face 1st and 15, so that bodes well for the Colonels as they're looking to try to get the ball back with 5:22 left in the ball game. Colonels trailing by 1. Colonels have 2 timeouts left. Ball's on the 31-yard line. Benton Academy on their own 31 with 5:22 left to go. 1st and 15, shotgun formation, and the snap back, and he's going to hand it off to his running back, and he's going to get about 4 yards on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 that they're facing on the 35-yard line. So we're going to see, what the Colonel defense can do. Coach Nestor is going to keep those timeouts in his back pocket right now as we go under 5 minutes to go. Colonel's trailing by 1, 2nd and 9, or 2nd and 10 on the 36-yard line. Let's see if this Colonel defense can step up. Raiders are taking as much time as they can, try to milk that clock a little bit since they have that 1-point lead. Again, shotgun formation, just as they've done all night. One receiver left, one receiver right, with looks like a triangle formation in the backfield. Two running backs to the right and left, and one behind the quarterback. Shotgun short. He's going to hand off to his running back, and he's going to be met number 12, number 56, 58. Let's just call all the numbers. Number 10, and Fitz Manning, everybody back there to make that tackle. Blaine Fleming, the ninth grader, again stepping up and helping make that tackle. So this is a big 3rd down right here. Going to be 3rd and 5 at the 41-yard line. Fitz Manning's going to come off the field, and Tristan Bradshaw is going to take his place. And let's just see if this Colonel defense can step up and make this big play right here. As you look along the 46-yard line, you've got a line of Colonels who are trying to keep them from getting that 1st down yardage. Again, shotgun formation. He's going to take his time. He's going to snap. It's going to be a low snap. He's going to hand up his fumble.
Fumble, and fumble is still loose. And who's on it? The Colonels have it. The Colonels have the ball on the 43-yard line, and looks like there's life in the Colonels. Who's got that? That's Perk, the senior. He gets up and he motions first down because he knows he's got that ball. With 3:52 left to go, the Colonels have life. They are down by 1. They're going to take the ball at their own 43-yard line with 3:52 left to go, and the Colonels are ready to roll. I think that they're going to take this momentum and hopefully transform that into some points on the board. 3:52 left. We'll see. They're going to come out with trips right, offensive set. The refs are trying to set the ball. Going to have Perk to the right, Zapponi in the shotgun formation. He calls for the ball. He's going to get the snap. He's going to throw the hitch route to E.J. Hall just through his hands. He had a little bit of daylight. He could have taken it a little further, but we're going to live to play another down. The clock's going to stop with 3:48 left. It's going to be 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line. But it was a good ball. He just was thinking ahead. You know, when you catch when you're going to catch the ball, you got to catch that ball before you make your move. And I fell victim to that when I played wide receiver too. Sometimes I would make my move before I made the catch, and sometimes that just leads to a drop ball. But I think we'll recover here. Let's see. He's going to send 2 receivers to the right, E.J. Hall and the split end, Howard to the slot. 2 running backs in the backfield. He's going to throw it out to Howard. Howard, right through his hands. He had a first down catch at the 30-yard line. He fell to his knees. He still had a chance to make the catch, and unfortunately just slipped through his hands. So we're going to take a 3rd and 10 with 3:43 left from the 43-yard line. 2 big opportunities to make plays. They just kind of fell apart for us, but I think it still gives us an idea that we have some momentum here on our side of the football. And Nestor is thinking about his play. He's giving it to his quarterback and going to bring it out and see what the Colonels can do here with 3:43 left, down by 1, 3rd and 10, ball on the 43-yard line. Looks like we're going to 2 receivers to the left, Hall and Killebrew in motion, going to hand the ball off to him. He's going to cut it up the field, and he's going to try to get that extra yard. He's going to get to about the 41-yard line, so we're going to face about a 3rd and 8 at the 41-yard line. He was cutting it upfield, and he was trying to find a hole, and he found as much daylight as he could, and it's going to set up a 4th and 8 at the 41-yard line. And let's see what kind of play call the Colonels have here with 3:20 left to go. Got to get the first down here to keep the game alive. Again, Nestor's got those 2 timeouts in his pocket, and his defense has proven that they can get the ball back. But let's hope we don't have to rely on them. So this is a big play here. This could be the game here. We're going to have 2 receivers right, E.J. Hall and Graham Howard to the right, running back to his right and left. The pony takes the snap. He's going to fake and throw it up the field. And again, all that's going to be picked off. And he's running up the field. Hopefully we can get the tackle on him. Oh my goodness! The pony's going to bring him down about the 38-yard line. And there's a flag. There's a flag. A little extracurricular activity on the sideline. So it's going to add a few extra yards to that run back. It looks like. So with 2:46 left to play, desperation heave and hopes that your guy comes down with the ball. And unfortunately, Benton Academy was able to step in front and make the catch and go down the field. And they're going to get a few extra yards with that out of bounds play hit. And just an unfortunate turn of events. We do have a player down on the field, E.J. Hall, another one of our seniors, and Wade Dowell's out there taking a look at him. And while they do that, we're going to take a break, send it back to the station. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Hey, Cooper, you know we've been talking about our Pabst Store Robertson floor service for a long time.
Olivia, you know there is a reason the people in the Delta shop with our Pabst.
You know it!
We carry all type of floor, carpet, ceramic, wood, tile, and vinyl plank. We also sand, refinish hardwood concrete, and brick floors.
For all your flooring needs, come see us at Robertson Floor Service.
And get a free Coke. And by the way, the estimates are free.
Robertson Floor Service Indianola, voted the best of the best for 2 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Bailey at Bill's Body Shop in Ruleville, and we want to fix your car. We're a family-owned business that has long served the Delta with quality vehicle repairs. My grandfather started this business in 1972 with quality being his top priority. My dad has followed his lead for more than 20 years, proving to be committed to superior work. As a third generation, we are continuing the tradition of exceptional bodywork and excellent customer service. Give us a call today at 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
And we're back here at Legion Field. 2:46 left in the ball game. Benton Academy has the ball on the Colonel 22-yard line, threatening to score. The Colonels are looking to try to get the ball back to try to overcome this 1-point deficit. Defense needs to step up here, try to get the ball back. We have 2:45 left and 2 timeouts. We'll see what we can do with the defense here. And it's going to be a snap back to quarterback. He's going to hand off, and he's met in the middle. He's going to get down to about the 19-yard line, a gain of 3. They're going to call a timeout. That's a wise move by Coach Nestor. 2:38 left. 2-yard gain on the play they'll give him. So it's going to be a 2nd and 8 on the 22-yard line, the 20-yard line. So we'll see what the Colonels can do here on defense. Coach Putnam is talking to his kids and trying to tell them what to expect here, and hopefully we're going to get the right call here. Maybe get a little blitz, a little pressure. Try to make the Benton Academy make a mistake. But if you do bring that blitz and pressure, sometimes you run the risk of having one of those big plays get behind you. So I know Coach Putnam knows a lot more about football than I am, so he's going to make that call right. I tell you what, we have 4 seniors that have come out of this game hurt, and you hate to see it for your seniors, but you gotta like the fight in them. Looks like they're all trying to walk it off, and if any of us get hurt out there, me, Kate, we might have to put some pads on you. I know you took a hit in that soccer game, got up with a fury, so we know you can do it. It couldn't hurt to have 3 Gary linebackers out there. But anyway, with 2:38 left to go in the game, it's a 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line. Benton Academy is going to line up again in that shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and going to just run up the middle with the quarterback. He's met by Carson Miller in the middle at the 18-yard line. So he's going to get about 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 6. Coach Nestor is going to call that final timeout with 2:33 left. Just try to give his kids enough time on the clock to try to get one last hoorah and to try to get this score in his favor. The Benton Academy is leading 14-13 with 2:33 left, and it's going to be about a 3rd and 8 from the 18-yard line. So we'll see what Benton Academy has up their sleeves, and hopefully Coach Putnam has a better call than Benton Academy does. This is a big down right here. We've faced a couple of big downs in the last couple of minutes. It's been a wild ride, this football game. This whole season has been a wild ride. There's been back and forth, especially in these first 2 games, and this one has definitely lived up to the same kind of hype. So looking at a 3rd and 8, I imagine Benton Academy is still going to keep running the ball, maybe with that sweep, or even running up the middle just to try to get a few extra yards, maybe for their kicker. It looks like the Colonels are going to just bring everybody and plug that hole because they know they're going to face the run. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Number 5 is going to go around the right-hand side. He's not going to get enough of that first down. So they're going to have to make a decision here. At the 14-yard line, the clock continues to run with 2:23 left in the ball game. And, there's going to be an injury timeout. One of the Raiders is down on the field, which, that's as far as the time constraint for the Colonels, that helps the Colonels. It stops the clock and gives them a little extra time. While he's down on the field, we're going to take one more break with 2:16 left in the ball game. Colonels trying to get back on track to get over that 1-point deficit. Going to face Benton Academy is going to face a 4th and 2 from the 13-yard line after we come back with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in the game. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Hi, folks. Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
Credit card fraud can be a nightmare. While you may not be held liable, especially for larger charges, that doesn't mean that being a victim of credit fraud is a walk in the park. But don't worry, Guarantee Bank has got your back. Our fraud team monitors your card 24/7. If our team suspects a suspicious transaction on any of your GBT debit or credit cards, we'll notify you by text, phone call, or email. Contact your local branch to update your information. Guarantee Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
All right, we're back at Legion Field. The clock's going to start running with 2:13 left in the game. Benton Academy facing a big 4th down and 3. And they're going to line up in the backfield with number 4, and they're going to hand it off to him. He's going to be met in the backfield, and, a bunch of Colonels are there. Number 12, Bryce Stevens had him wrapped up. A couple of Colonels had him wrapped up. He just slips by, and he gets over, and he gets the first down. It looks like he has enough yardage to get that first down. They're going to look at the play and measure and see if they're going to give him the first down. This is a big measurement here. If he doesn't get the first down, the Colonels get the ball back with a chance with a little under 2 minutes to go to try to get this lead back. If they give him the first down, it looks like Benton Academy can try to run the clock out. Let's see, they're going to bring out the sticks. They're going to do a measurement here, and they're going to pull the chains tight, and they're going to give him a first down. Benton Academy gets the first down at the 13-yard line. And with under 2 minutes to go, clinging to a 1-point lead. The Colonels are hoping for a miracle at this point. They can run 3 plays, 40 seconds on the play clock. It's 1:20. It's the time is against the Colonels here. We'll see what they can do. The clock's going to run as we go back into play here. And Benton Academy is going to try to run this clock out, maybe put some points on the board. We'll see what they can do here. And let's see what Coach Nestor tells his defense to do here. So they're going to line up and looks like what their version of the victory formation. And they're going to watch the play clock tick down. And they're going to snap the ball probably with about a minute 20 left to go. And probably kneel down on this and see if they can run the clock out. And there's the 5-minute signal. And they're going to kneel the ball with 1:23 left in the game. Take a knee, take a 5-yard loss, but they lead by 1. 2nd down and 15 on the play here. They only have to snap the ball 2 more times, and Benton Academy is going to come out possibly with a hard-fought victory of this game. This has been an incredible game. You got to love the fight in your Colonels. They have not stopped fighting this entire season, and it really was just a tough fought loss tonight. If this score holds. Again, you're hoping for miracles here. Let's see, he's going to get the 5-second mark from the back judge. He's going to kneel the ball down with 44 seconds left to go, and it's going to be 3rd and 15. So all he's got to do is take one more knee. The Cardinals are out of timeouts, and I believe we might be out of luck, unfortunately. Hoping for a bad snap or something here. Still hoping for a miracle. We'll see what can happen. But looks like the Colonels are going to move to 0-3 on the season as we look forward to next week. Snap back, quarterback kneels. So it's going to be 4th down with 20 seconds left to go, and that's going to be your ball game there. Benton Academy comes out with a victory, 14-13 over the Colonels. There was a play where they were going to kick the extra point and decided to call a timeout and go for 2. And eventually that ended up being the difference in the ball game. And Benton Academy comes out with a 1-point victory over your Indianola Academy Colonels. We're going to wrap things up after we come back here after the break. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Playing defense doesn't have to be something you do with your bank. On the Community Bank team, our strategy